All right, going live here. And tonight, I'll be joined with Steven. We're going to do a live commentary of the 1994 classic Speed. And yeah, this should be fun. And we got, I think Matt Thomas was in here earlier, but I think Steven is already in the chat. And yeah, so we're going to watch it via Tubi. And I know along the way we might run into, some ads here and there, but we'll kind of roll with it. And hey, so we got Steven here. And yeah, I wanted to go ahead and, kind of get it going here a little bit. And we'll wait for some people to come in. But let me get Steven in. And I'm going to shoot a link to Steven, your email. I'm going to do that. Well, the volume of the film, I have it real low on Tubi, so we can still talk. But I have it real low on Tubi to where I can still hear it. And we'll kind of play with it a little bit to make sure that, it doesn't really pick up on my end. I don't think it should, but it's pretty low. All right. So I sent an invite to Steven. All right. So we got Steven here.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. How's it going?
Pretty good. Can't complain. I'm glad that we're doing this. I know last time, unfortunately, you had a power outage. Everything worked out okay on your end?
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I'll be back on an hour or two.
Yeah.
5 hours later.
Yikes.
So,
well, hopefully everything's good. The refrigerator, all the food in there, that's still good or anything like that?
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, good. All right, no, that's cool. So I was asking about the volume because, I don't want YouTube to pick up on it. You know what I mean? All right, so I have it here up on Tubi. They just added it. I'm gonna press pause right here.
Okay.
So yeah, how you been before we start? Or you want to start now?
I mean, we could wait.
Yeah, let's wait till we get some peeps in here.
Yeah. So we got 3 people watching so far.
Oh, cool.
I don't know who those 3 are, but
I actually can't see who they are. I can't see the participants. But you've been good?
Yeah, today was fun. I mean, woke up this morning and then okay, so last night me and my folks, we went to go see Elvis, which I'm working on. That was pretty good. I mean, quite unexpected. Baz Luhrmann, I've never seen any of his movies, but I'm like, okay, this is what we're in for, because the first half of the movie, I mean, it's edited like crazy.
Like a music video? I know he's very like vibrant and colorful with his biopics.
Yeah, I mean, it was very trying to describe it. I mean, it cuts so much between his life, like his early years, and then like when you get to the second half of the movie where it's like his later life, the 60s, early 70s, that's where the movie slows down. I mean, I'll talk more about that in a review. I don't want to.
Sounds overwhelming in the beginning, though, by the way you're describing it.
Yeah, a little bit. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea because it just cuts so fast. It's like a roller coaster pace.
Okay. Well,
but
hopefully it's good. Well, by the way you described it, it sounded good. Lastly, did you find it accurate? I'm not really an expert on Elvis myself.
I mean, I'm not the biggest Elvis like expert either. I mean, there were some really cool set pieces, and every time that Elvis would sing in one of his songs, I mean, you felt like you were part of the crowd. I mean, it sounded great in the theater, and Tom Hanks, I don't know about. I'll talk more about that.
Yeah, you said, I think, in the other chat that people thought his performance was iffy, and I guess you did as well.
Yeah. I actually typed out the review. Like, I have a letterbox, and I kind of wrote like a little blurb about it.
Okay.
But I wanted to wait till I do like an actual review.
Right.
Um, okay, I see this. Actually, it flies by pretty good. I mean, I never got like bored or anything by it, but I'm
Okay.
like, okay, from the first 5 minutes, I'm like, okay, this is the type of movie I'm watching. It's not
Right.
the typical biopic formula,
Really?
so it doesn't really fall into that, like Bohemian Rhapsody or Rocket Man.
Yeah, where it kind of follows like them in then their humble beginnings, and then they're high, and then their downfall, and then they're back up again. That kind of
Yeah,
formula. So it doesn't follow that. That's good. That's good. And thank you, RJ, for showing up.
yeah, it's
Um,
pretty good. RJ.
Another thing is that my dad, because he lent me the headphones, I don't have them on me. If I lower the volume, should I be okay, or what do you think?
I mean, yeah, like I said, I have it down real low on Tubi. I mean, where
Yeah.
I can barely hear the movie, but I mean, it shouldn't like be picked up or anything, or I don't think
Okay.
it should.
All
I
right.
mean, okay, so I'll play. Okay, so let's
You
say
want to do a
if
little
I,
test?
yeah, I'll do a little test here. I'll kind of like let the movie play, and if
Yeah.
you could hear anything, let me know.
And then I'll do the same thing for my end because I would just want to make sure that nothing comes out.
Okay,
All right, go.
so it's playing right now, and do you hear anything?
Nope.
Yeah. So
Nope.
yeah, it's been playing
Don't
for a
really
good
hear
20 seconds.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start back actually at the. If I can go back here,
Let me put it
TV.
down here as well.
I'm gonna refresh that page.
Because I know YouTube gets really, really sensitive about this stuff for some reason, even if it's
Yeah.
just the smallest snippet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I started back at. I'm at the 3 second mark right now,
Mm-hmm.
right where the 20th Century Fox logo pops up.
That's really loud. I would have heard it, so I can't hear anything. So you're good right there.
Yeah. So I think if you, like I said, I think if you have the volume real low.
Yeah. Well, let me play a little bit on my end.
Okay, I'll kind of listen to it and see if I
All
can
right.
pick up on it.
Let me know because my end I'm really worried about. All right. Can you hear anything
No,
like that?
no, I can't hear any. I can't hear a thing.
Okay, so we're good for that.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. So we got RJ in here. That's cool. RJ, have you been watching anything so we could, also uh interact as well? By the way, I have to say, I've also been watching a few things of myself. Let me just give you the little rundown here. I saw Top Gun Maverick again for
How was
Father's Day.
how was that?
That was still as awesome as it was the first time. Really great movie.
That
Was
was
that
my
you?
phone. Yeah, I think
Oh
that
yeah,
was me. Yeah.
still a lot of fun. Easily the
Mhm.
best quote unquote legacy sequel there is so far.
Yeah.
Um, and then I saw Scream Legacy. I don't know if you heard of it, the fan film.
No, I haven't seen that.
Very, very not so great fan film. I don't want to rag on it because it's a fan film, but I thought that it just it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great. But then again, Scream 5 wasn't great either. So
Yeah, I
you
haven't seen Scream 5. One of my friends is trying to get me to watch it. I'm like,
know, I wouldn't. Hey Sean, how you
hey,
doing there?
Sean,
Yeah, Scream 5 not so good.
the new Beavis and Butthead movie.
I never saw Beavis and Butthead as a kid. I know my dad saw a little bit of it, but I never saw it as a kid. Looked cool. I don't think I had MTV as a kid, believe it or not.
I've heard a lot of good things about this new Beavis and Butthead.
Well, yeah, I mean, I heard that the original, I think his name is Mike Judge. I want to say his name
Mhm.
is. Yeah, here he actually, came back for the whole thing and everything. So, yeah,
Wow.
I know that Fabio in particular is not happy with the releases that show has gone because apparently it's been censored to hell or something like
Mhm.
that. Yeah, so you know, which is a shame because shows like Family Guy and the rest, which I love, don't get me wrong, but they don't get censored on their home media. So I
Yeah.
don't know why Beavis and Butthead doesn't.
It's the funniest thing because, like,
Mhm.
even during that time, I never really saw anything like. I remember Beavis and Butthead, but I never really saw any of it.
Really?
I think maybe one of my uncles
Hmm.
like watched it a lot, but for some reason I didn't catch it at that time.
Okay. Okay. So basically, it was around when you were young, but you didn't
Yeah,
watch it as much. Okay.
yeah, maybe part of it too. I wasn't allowed to watch it. I mean, but I mean, we're talking what 25 years ago, so
Right. 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 Okay. So we got how many people we got in the chat?
we got three people.
3 people. RJ and Sean being the two that we know. Okay, Sean, you like Beavis and Butthead? I know it has a huge following. So there you go. But yeah. And then since we're going to be doing a commentary on it, let's just talk a little bit about Speed for a second, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
I don't mind.
So Speed is a movie that, believe it or not, I'm very fresh with. I saw it like a year or two ago for the first time. I rented it from the library. It was, I think, the only 90s Keanu Reeves action film out of the trio that he did. Kind of like how Nicolas Cage had the trio of The Rock, Con Air, and Face Off. Keanu Reeves had The Matrix, Speed and Point Break. I guess
Mhm.
you can count Chain Reaction, but I haven't seen that one. But out of all the 90s Keanu, out of those three 90s Keanu Reeves action films, I would say Speed's my favorite.
Yeah, Speed. I mean, Point Break kind of got him noticed in regards
Yeah.
to, hey, this guy could do some action movies. Like he's a
Mm-hmm.
good, like here's a guy that's coming up, and then like Speed really put him on the map because it's such a big hit.
No, yeah. And you could tell because it's all practical, it's high stakes. You know, the only bad part of that movie is the bus jump. But we're
Yeah.
gonna get to that later. That's the one of the only bad parts of that movie. But Dennis Hopper, great,
Great villain.
very quotable, very fun movie. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no interest in Speed 2.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad movie. And
Speed
I was
2.
just looking at the box office for this movie. The budget
Mm-hmm.
was between 30 and 37 million. It went on to make 350 million.
Is that worldwide? That's not domestically, right?
Let me see here. Yeah, it came out on June 10th, 1994. And yeah, it stayed on the number one spot before being taken by Wolf with Jack Nicholson.
I
The
did
Lion
not know
King.
Wolf was that big
Let
of
me
a
see.
hit.
Yeah, okay, so it grossed 121.3 million in United States and Canada, internationally 230 million, with a
Wow.
total of 350 million.
So it was a hit both domestically and internationally in both regards.
Yeah,
Wow.
but
Yeah. And it's a great movie, so there you go. What's up,
hey, Amir.
Omar? We are gonna have fun with this. Speed was a big part of my childhood. I'm 32 years old. I watched it several times with my mom on VHS. Yeah, no, I mean, I can
Yeah,
tell that. I mean, I can imagine being a kid and watching Speed for the first time, being blown away. That movie is not dated. It's extremely entertaining. I remember when I saw the beginning with, that first bus that blew up, I was kind of like,
hmm,
what? That was kind of shocking, to start off that quickly.
yeah,
And then it doesn't let up pretty much ever. And honestly, Joe Morton's also pretty good in the movie. He's not that talked about as an actor, but I've always liked him.
yeah. Underrated actor, actually. I would
Yeah.
say.
I do like Joe Morton. Rest in peace, Dennis Hopper as well.
Hmm.
And I think this was John DeBont, right? I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know if it's John DeBont or Jan DeBont. I've heard it pronounced two different ways.
Yeah, that's one of those names that's always been very confusing when you pronounce. So sorry, Mr. DeBont, but your
Yeah,
movie was great.
same director of Twister.
There you go. I gotta see Twister. What's up, Bobby?
Oh, Bobby, hey,
Good to see you. Not gonna lie,
I'm not a fan of Speed 2.
I've never seen it, and from what I've seen, I mean, a cruise that's a little far fetched even for Speed standards. I ain't gonna lie. Like
Yeah,
a cruise, I don't know. That's too much. I mean, I heard that Keanu didn't even come back because he hated the script.
Yeah, I can't blame him. And now apparently he wants to do Speed 3, and I'm like, I'd rather just see more John Wick.
Yeah, he needs to start putting out more John Wick, less Matrix Resurrections, and less in between movies. You know,
Yeah, and
I don't
Bill
know
and
why.
Ted. I didn't like Face the Music.
Yeah, I heard that's another one of those legacy sequels that's not good. But
Even even a little note on that. Roger Ebert even gave this 4 out of 4 stars when it came out.
Roger Ebert's a hard man to impress, so there you go.
Yeah, but
4 out of 4 stars. What about Siskel?
let me see here. I was looking at Wikipedia. Um, he praises Dennis Hopper as a villain. I don't know. I don't know what Siskel said about Speed, but yeah, Roger Ebert liked it a lot. So, but
I
going back,
heard.
I was about to say, going back to Dennis Hopper for a second. Around this time, I mean, he was playing some really fun villain parts, whether it be before this Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was fun as Bowser.
yeah. I mean, I know people have different opinions about the movie, you either like or hate, but he was fun in that. And then Waterworld, he's fun in that too.
Okay. Well,
Have you ever seen that?
I've out of the two you mentioned, I've only seen Super Mario Bros. I haven't seen Waterworld, but I'm curious about it because I know that that's a movie that has a lot of history behind it, production wise.
Mm-hmm.
I know there are two different cuts of it that are supposed to be very different, but I mean, Mad Max on the Water looks pretty fun. As for Super Mario Bros., that was a film that I saw a long time ago. It was enjoyable. I do admit that if you separate it from the games, it's very much so its own movie, which is appreciated. I know Bob Hoskins didn't like the film, but I thought he did good in it. John Leguizamo, he was pretty good in it, and I really appreciate that somewhat grungy sci-fi aesthetic with it. Very different from any of the Mario games, I'm sure. But I mean, it was fun. I heard Fabio said in one of his collection videos that they unearthed like a completely different cut of the movie, but they're just not going to release it.
Yeah, there's a different version.
Yeah,
I think I don't know if it's the director's cut or some kind of other version out there that's online though.
because that movie is apparently heavily cut.
Yeah,
but again, it's definitely not a bad movie. It's nowhere near as bad as people make it out to be. I'll say that.
Yeah.
The production values are good and the performances are fun.
Yeah, actually, I think it was shot. If I'm correct, the Dino Hatton was actually a factory, and that same factory was the headquarters in the Ninja Turtles movie, the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Pop quiz. Hot shot. There's a bomb in the butt. Bomb goes below 50. Bomb is armed. Yep. The bomb goes above 50. It blows up. What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? Yep. Classic. Have you ever tried a burger and chicken sandwich mixed together? No. I can imagine. I don't know how that tastes. That sounds like two things I like separate.
Yeah. I would not want to try that, Bobby.
But interesting. But I don't know that probably wouldn't taste good.
Yeah.
Like pizza and ice cream, you don't mix them together. They're good on their own.
Exactly. I would not want to mix the two. No. So it's almost 6 now. I mean, I guess we can go ahead and start.
All right. I think the volume's good on both ends. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to minimize the Tubi tab so that I can still see the chat. Give me one quick second.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to probably open up its own tab.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm glad Tubi. You know what? As much as I would have loved to do the Predator 2 commentary, I'm kind of glad that we're doing Speed. If I'm being honest, because it's Speed.
Yeah, and for the 5 people that are watching, thank you so far.
Yeah, we really appreciate it, guys.
Yeah. Let us know, like if throughout this commentary, because I know we're gonna have there's going to be some moments where we might run into some ads. Feel free to ask questions, and we're kind of
Yeah.
and we'll interact with you guys.
It should be fun. And the good news is that the ads give us a break to talk to the chat as well. So
Yeah.
there you go.
And we'll check to on our time marks a little bit and see where we're at.
Yeah. All right.
Once in a
So
while.
I'm gonna rewind it to the very beginning. So let me know when you're ready to go.
All right. Well, I'm on the 3-second mark.
I'm on the 1 second mark. I'll speed up just a little bit. I'm on the 3 second mark as well. So whenever you're ready, I'll press play. You press play within time.
So we'll do 3, 2, 1, then hit play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like in Lethal Weapon, on 2 or on 3.
Yeah. It's your ass, Cochise.
All right. 1, 2,
2,
and 3. All right, I started.
All right. The classic 20th Century Fox.
Back when they were still Fox. Now they're just 20th Century.
Yeah.
You can't hear anything, right?
Yeah, I can still hear the movie, and I can still hear you perfectly.
Oh, you can still hear the
movie.
I know.
I can't hear anything on your end, so you're good.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Yeah. But I'm trying to think the first time I watched this movie.
Did you have like a VHS or something?
No, but I think maybe I saw parts of this on TV back then, and then maybe later on in life, I know I had the DVD at one point, and that's when I fully saw the entire movie.
Right.
I'm like, okay, this is a great movie.
Yeah. I actually heard the DVD has more features.
Yeah, I believe so. The 25th? No, not the 25th.
It comes in like a really big fat pack.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot. I like some of the text here. Like we're going through the elevator shaft and.
Yeah, like the blue sort of like 3D bold text.
Yeah.
The elevator scene also in the beginning is pretty sick.
Yeah, and I love the score too. I forgot who did the score.
Yeah, very riveting stuff.
Jeff Daniels.
He was good as the as Keanu Reeves' sort of partner in a way.
Yeah, and for people out there watching it, maybe we should have mentioned it. But I mean, we're watching it via Tubi right now, so if you feel free to follow along. Or
yeah, again, Tubi's a great place to do this because we don't have to worry about who has what streaming service. It's free, so there you go.
Yeah,
and you still can't hear anything, right?
I mean, I can't hear anything. I mean, I can't tell if you're. Like on your end, I can't hear a thing.
Okay, that's super good. And I can still hear the movie.
Okay.
And I love how it's going down like an elevator.
Yeah. It makes you wonder, okay, is this going to take place in an elevator?
Yeah.
I mean, if you imagine first time seeing this.
Because the title doesn't say, speed on a bus. It just says speed.
Yeah.
So, and really, if you really think about it, speed, what's so brilliant about it is that take place on the bus or like in the finale, it could take place on a train or anything. It's a very sort of like multi-layered concept. It's a moving sort of thing, which makes it so cool. And
I was going to ask, and maybe this is a question that I could ask later on or should have asked later.
Go ahead.
But if they made a Speed 3, how would you do it?
They made Speed 3. How would I do it?
Yeah, I guess. So I mean, a train. Yeah, that's kind of like
a train, or maybe. No, I don't want to do airplane. That's been done so many times with action movies. If you really think about it, Air Force One, Passenger 57, Executive Decision. If I were to do Speed, how would I do it again? Maybe.
I mean, Bullet Train's logical, though.
Bullet Train's logical. I would think that would be the best course of action, especially since if you do that, you could have like a lot of cool stunts with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like the rails come off or something like that. And maybe films that you wasn't looking forward to until you saw the movie and you was surprised you like it. There's a bunch I could list, but Kingsman actually is one of them. The first Kingsman service. I thought that looked like shit. I thought that, oh my God, this is going to be a generic James Bond ripoff, but it was great. Loved it.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
What about you?
World War Z could be one. I really enjoyed that.
That's a fun one.
I'm like, I wasn't sure about the trailer when it came out.
Yeah, and the CGI and everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh, that's
Dennis
a
Hopper.
nasty kill. I really like
Yeah.
that kill.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's how I was first exposed to this movie. I saw a little bit of it on TV, then later on picking up the DVD, then watching it for the first time. I want to say probably back in somewhere between
Mm-hmm.
2008, 2000, 2010, maybe somewhere in there.
Okay. So a
So
little over like 12 or so years.
yeah,
Wow. I got to get it on Blu-ray though, or 4K, something like that. I don't know why I don't own it. It's so good. But again, but I actually did watch on DVD first, but again, it was a library rental, so I unfortunately had to give it back.
yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy how.
Oh, now the elevator's going down.
Oh, there we go.
That's always terrified me about being in an elevator.
Oh yeah, where just the cables
goes.
break.
Like that's terrifying, honestly.
That's the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah. But I don't know any elevator that's big enough to hold that many people.
Yeah, you wonder. I mean, there's a good 10, 12 people in there.
Yeah. Claustrophobia, man. You know what? While I'm doing this, let me put on subtitles.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got captions on too.
Yeah.
But
mm-hmm.
in regards to Keanu's filmography, I guess I can ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen any of his films pre-Speed?
Pre-Speed? Okay, so Bram Stoker's. Was that before or after Speed?
That was before.
That was before Speed. I saw that. His performance is a little stilted in that movie. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he's a little off. I mean, I love Keanu, but I know why some people have some issues with that performance in particular. Pre-Speed, I didn't see Johnny Mnemonic. I always wanted to.
Mnemonic was after this, actually.
It was? I got confused there for a second.
Which is funny because, I mean, I can watch the movie, but it's definitely a quirky sci-fi movie.
Yeah, I can tell, but someone I know listed it as like one of his favorite like cyberpunk films, and I really like that aesthetic. Yeah. I think Dolph Lundgren's in that movie too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and he gets killed by a dolphin.
What?
Yeah.
That is like the lamest way to go out by a fucking dolphin.
Yeah, in the third act. Yeah, like
hilarious.
I watched that film a couple of years ago again, and that's what happens.
I didn't actually see Bill and Ted, believe it or not. I gotta check those out.
I do like Point Break.
Point Break, I do like. I love the sort of tropical aesthetic. The soundtrack's really good. Catherine Bigelow knows how to make a movie, and I mean Patrick Swayze. Come on, that was a good performance. And Gary Busey's actually pretty good in that movie too. Yeah. Again, Joe Morton's really bad.
Joe Morton's the man.
And let me look up his filmography.
I gotta add.
I got an ad too.
Yeah, for Domino's.
I got an ad for like a talent show about dancing. Damn, that sounds really lame.
I can't lie. Some of this pizza looks good. We got some pizza. We got some wings. Oh, now
so it sounds like we're getting the better ads.
Yeah. I'm now got a Priceline ad. Where's
I got a sticker one myself.
Yeah.
Let me actually look up Keanu's filmography real quick to tell you some more films I've seen of his.
Yeah, I love Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Point Break is great. Yeah, he had some bit parts in movies like Parenthood, which is a good one.
Okay. I actually have seen Constantine. Do you like that one?
Yeah, Constantine is a great one. That's a great comic book movie. Definitely underrated.
Constantine surprises me, honestly. I thought that it was a lot better than what I expected it to be. My only gripe with that movie is Shia LaBeouf. I'm not really a big fan of him in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, he's not bad in the movie.
He's be such a classic in my top 5 Keanu Reeves. I would
Yeah.
probably, John Wick Chapter 2 and this are probably my favorite. It's really tough to decide.
Yeah, I
I
would
haven't
put
seen
this
The
at number
Matrix in
1.
years, so I can't really give a good opinion on it since it's been so long. And I hated the sequels to The Matrix, so
All right, we're back.
there we are.
What's your time mark? Just out of curiosity.
Let me see where I'm at. Let me actually pull up the screen. I'm at 8:02. What about you?
8:01.
Okay, so we're pretty much around the same point.
Yeah, off by maybe a second, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I would say this is my favorite Keanu Reeves movie. Then behind that, I would probably say John Wick 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
John
don't
Wick.
know. John Wick 2 may even be my favorite. It's just that movie has some of the best fight choreography I've seen in an action movie of recent years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then after that, I would say definitely The Matrix.
Okay.
But I don't know, like number 2 and 3, I could go either way.
Yeah, it's really tough. Again, The Matrix, it's been very long, and for some reason I didn't like it on my first watch, so I have to go back and watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. But I would say my third favorite is probably John Wick John Wick 1.
Yeah.
And then maybe Point Break. I'm not sure. Chapter 3 is also really good too. I know some people have issues with it, but I like it.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That was a badass one. The Matrix, Constantine. Constantine I love, actually.
Yeah,
Constantine would be like my number 4 to 5. I really like Constantine. I think that one's underrated.
Yeah, Bill and Ted. I would say, I mean, I don't know if I would put Bill and Ted in my top 5, but it's definitely like between 6 and 10.
Right. I got to check out Bill and Ted. Those movies look funny as hell.
Yeah. But right now we have Jeff Daniels and Keanu in the elevator shaft.
And they found the explosives. Good old Dennis Hopper.
Yeah, Dennis Hopper, rest in peace.
Very.
We don't have villains like that anymore.
No, Dennis Hopper, even in the shittiest films, he was always at least good. We don't have villains like Dennis Hopper. Charismatic, badass. Hello to both of you from Great Britain. Hola. I actually want to see. I saw part of that on TV. I have not seen that.
Yeah, really good movie. I mean, basically, it's Al Pacino as the devil.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Satan in that movie.
I can imagine him yelling a lot.
Yeah. And Keanu's good in it.
Mm-hmm.
Good cast. Yeah, it's a really good movie. I like it.
Cool. Got to check it out. Dennis Hopper, to me, easily his best role in movie.
Yeah, I would say that.
I would say so, yeah. I definitely like him more in this movie than I do in Crow, Wicked Prayer. That was, that's a bad one.
Which one?
You know he was in Crow, Wicked Prayer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's one of his last movies,
love Dennis Hopper, but that movie sucks.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I've heard. I've heard a lot of bad things about The Crow 4.
The Crow 4 is not that, yeah.
I agree.
I agree. Have you heard? Yeah, I looked up the trailer to They / Them. That looks terrible. Speaking of Hollywood PC.
Yeah.
I figured I'd bring that up. We don't have movies like this anymore.
No, especially like I was thinking about it, action movies of this type. I mean, the John Wick movies have made money, but we don't have a lot of action movies like this with straightforward stories, plots that are big hits.
And just have a relentless pace. And everything about Speed is practical for the most part, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Even that shitty bus jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now I'm at 11:49.
11:55 for me.
Okay. I got one tab over here with the movie, and I can see the stream.
Yeah. I have my movie minimized a little bit, though.
Okay.
So that I could see the chat.
I love that score.
Yeah, very, 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 like, up to beat. Very, very, just like, it gets you pumped. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm trying to see who did the score here. Yeah, Mark Mancina.
Mark Mancina?
Yeah, he also Let me see here.
I want to see, because I want to say this was produced by, and I could be wrong. This feels like a Joel Silver production. I want to say it is.
Produced by Mark Gordon.
Ah, okay.
And Mark Gordon, he's worked on a lot of stuff, and I'm looking at Wikipedia, but I should go to IMDb for this stuff. But,
to me, Dennis Hopper fits here better than those, and it's King Koopa from. I would agree.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I don't mind him as King Koopa, but I think that here he's just very, very badass and very slick.
Yeah. I mean, I do like Super Mario Brothers, but I would agree with that he's a better villain here.
He also has better hair in this movie than Super Mario Bros. With that fucking shell back looking shit. Like, I know my hair doesn't look great right now, but come on.
And he's not in a mud bath in this movie, so
there you go. John Wick trilogy is very few movies nowadays I love. Dredd, Carl Urban. Dredd's awesome. The Batman was great in my. I gotta rewatch. If you're talking about the 2022 Batman, I gotta rewatch it.
Yeah, the Batman's really good. At least to me. I did get the Blu-ray for that, and The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
I gotta still see that. I was supposed to see it in theaters, but we ended up seeing, I think, The Northman instead. So I gotta see it. I love Nicolas Cage, and Nicolas Cage was also making like a huge action like streak in the 90s. Well, just a huge streak in general. That's terrifying.
Yeah, this is a really good opening for the movie. I mean, they're trying to rescue these people out of the elevator with this bomb. I mean, really suspenseful way to start the movie.
I imagine it's like you said, if you never saw the trailer, if you never even seen the movie, you would think that this is like a one location movie in an elevator.
Yeah. I mean, that in itself could be an interesting movie too.
Yeah, I've never heard of a trapped in an elevator kind of movie. I'd imagine that'd be really successful. River's Edge, I heard, is really good. But I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I forgot about that movie. Yeah, Dennis Hopper's. He plays a fun character in that. That was around the time Dennis Hopper was doing some like kind of weird performances, like Blue Velvet.
Yeah.
In that movie, River's Edge, there's a scene that I remember where
isn't Keanu gay in that movie?
I don't think so.
Something like that.
I mean, it's a teen drama movie.
Yeah.
But there's a scene where this guy's getting ready to throw a cat on Dennis Hopper.
What?
And he's like, "Don't do that." The cat has claws.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I forgot he was in that.
Also, I forgot to mention while we were watching it, that is insane. That fucking yellow thing, just that yellow cable holder, going through. That in and of itself is incredible.
And this is all well shot. I mean,
no, it is. I mean, the elevator, with the hole in the bottom of it and just going down, that looks impressive. Studios could do it like that, all practical, but they don't choose to nowadays, unfortunately.
I can imagine this would be like a very, CG.
Yeah. Dennis Hopper plays someone in that film where he's in love with a mannequin to.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, River's Edge. Yeah.
That is weird as hell.
He's off his rocker a little bit in that movie.
Well, he's always off his rocker. That's why we love the guy. But
yeah, and Blue Velvet with the gas.
Blue Velvet is a movie my dad recommends. I actually, again, haven't seen Blue Velvet. I need to dive into David Lynch for sure. Both those movies have criterions, I think.
Yeah, and Blue Velvet is a required. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Yeah, it's an acquired taste.
I've heard it. Very weird movie, like a lot of his movies.
But it's amazing how, like, with this movie, it really, put Keanu on the map action-wise. But, like, right after this, he did Johnny Mnemonic, which is kind of a bump in the road.
Yeah, I've heard very mixed things about Johnny Mnemonic.
And then 96, Chain Reaction, which is decent. Kind of a fugitive light.
So, like, Morgan Freeman's going after him because I heard he's in the movie?
Yeah, Morgan Freeman.
is going after Keanu, or how does it work? If you said it was Fugitive Light.
Oh, like I think if I remember, Morgan Freeman was sort of the bad guy, and I think Brian Cox is in the movie and Fred Ward.
R.I.P. Fred Ward.
Yep. And then
Mm-hmm.
in '97 he did The Devil's Advocate, which is really good. But
And then in '99, The Matrix.
The Matrix. Let me see here.
Cable. I just go on YouTube. You know, for some reason, we still have cable. We're trying to get rid of it. It really isn't good.
Yeah.
You're better off getting streaming, even streaming or physical media. People buy these movies. You know, if you worry about the internet, you own the movie at least.
Yeah, or go to Tubi. I mean,
or go to Tubi.
Like,
that shit's free.
Yeah. Huge
and
library.
And I know, I think his name is Gary Blow. He is the Tubi connoisseur.
Yeah.
He always recommends something on Tubi. He is my top 5 for sure. The Crow is my favorite movie. Your top 2 are actually, even though they came out the same year, they're coincidentally my 2 favorite movies in that order.
Yeah, I love The Crow. I mean, my top 5 of '94. I'm trying to think here. I have to look at a list of '94.
I have to look at '94 as well. I know those 2 would be up there. I don't know if Leon would be there though.
Would Junior be in your top 5? No, I'm playing.
Junior. No, I haven't seen Junior. That looks ridiculous with him being pregnant. Oh my god.
I would say my top 5 of that year: Speed, True Lies. I could say The Mask with Jim Carrey.
Maybe The Mask. I'm looking at it now. I'm thinking maybe because Godzilla vs. No, definitely not Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla would be up there.
The Crow.
The Crow's there for the number 1. 94. I'm looking at it, man, and I'm really trying to see here. I like On Deadly Ground, but I don't like it that much to put it in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Let me actually go to a better list, but let me see. I love that shotgun blast in Speed.
Oh yeah, this is some great stuff here. Yeah, Hopper is going mad.
Yeah, Hopper goes nuts in everything he does.
Yeah.
Imagine being pulled at the fucking nose like that, man.
Yeah, it's.
Yep, Keanu was in a good start for his career when he did Speed, and then he did Speed. Oh God, the horror.
I do like John Mnemonic, even though, like I said, it's a weird one.
I gotta check it out. They're actually coming out with a new Blu-ray for it.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Go beat up John Wick, get beat up by Neo, got beat up by Jack, Ezra Miller, Kevin Spacey.
John Wick can fuck up Salvo. I'll just tell you that right now.
Yeah, because then there'd be nothing left to Salvo. So that's
just take a pencil to his neck.
Kevin Spacey can get beat up by Neo, and Jack Traven. I don't know why I said Craven. Can beat up Ezra Miller.
Yeah, he could just run him over at the bus. Yeah. Yeah, pop quiz, hot shot. Yeah, right now we're still in the elevator. I'm at the 21-27 mark.
Got Jeff Daniels hostage. I'm at 21-34. Where are you at again?
Yeah, about 2 seconds behind you.
Oh, okay.
It's midnight in Holland. Wow.
The only A24 film I enjoy is Everything Everywhere. I like that one a lot. But I actually like A24. I just don't like when they do pretentious shit. I'm not gonna lie. I thought X was really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I still want to see that movie.
You definitely have to be into like that sort of 70s exploitation kind of throwback that it's offering. But I enjoyed it.
Lucy's good. Who the heck is that?
I know she was a little bit disappointed about not going to see Elvis.
Yeah. Like I was trying to record like a little mini reaction, like first, like initial reaction video, and she kept meowing. I'm like, okay, this is not going to work.
We got all the balls in the world.
World right here, man. You just don't have great villains like that anymore. I mean,
We also don't have great quotes like that anymore.
yeah.
But what I like about Dennis Hopper in the movie is that, he could fuck up an elevator, he could rig a bus. Like, what else can he do? You know what I mean? He's the kind of villain that's very kind of multi-layered because even though he's not very direct with a lot of people, I know obviously, he
That
had a
laugh.
hostage
Yeah.
right there. He's very threatened. That blowback is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, that.
Wonder if Keanu Reeves hurt his back in that, or if that was like a.
It looks like it looks like you would hurt your neck against that door.
Yeah.
Uh,
aka Matt. Okay. Since the ad break's coming up, I'm gonna try and answer that 94. I just gotta look at the movies real quick.
It's funny because I'm on an ad break right now. More Domino's.
I'm actually looking at Domino's too. That's crazy.
Yeah, some bread bites, some brownies.
For $6.99, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, hey, why not?
I like Domino's. Sometimes their pizzas can be a little iffy, but I like them. Okay, True Lies would be up there for 94. Cemetery Man, that's a great movie. Do I want to put Forrest Gump?
Yeah, it's a
The Crow,
classic.
Shawshank. Is that 5 that I listed? True Lies. No, Forrest Gump, True Lies, Cemetery Man, Shawshank, and The Crow. That's how I do it. The other three, in the order, True Lies would be number 5, 4 would be Forrest Gump, 3 would be Cemetery Man, and then Shawshank or True Lies. I think that's a pretty good way to do it.
I would say Speed, The Crow, True Lies. Yeah, I'm looking at 94. Time Cop I could throw in there actually.
And also going back to Forrest Gump real quick. Did you know apparently people are having problems with it for some reason? I have no clue why.
As of late?
Yeah, like they're saying like there's like some political angle to it. I'm like, what? Never heard of this.
Yeah. It's just more complainers.
Yeah, a bunch of whans.
Yeah, Forrest Gump was offensive. Wah!
My favorite from the late 80s was Seagal in his prime. All practical bullet squibs and people doing real. Yes, yes. Especially like that scene in Above the Law where he backs up that dude with his car and he just goes fucking flying out that parking lot.
Yeah.
One of the best stunts in a Seagal film, I think. Or the train sequence in the end of Under Siege 2.
And we're back to the movie.
Let me answer this one real quick. Sucks that Jamie Lee became a woke imperialist. Yeah. I have a lot to say about Jamie Lee. I like her, but she's just way too much with this whole Halloween Kills is going to be about Black Lives Matter and mentally ill and, True Lies was offensive. And I'm like, come on, Jamie Lee, don't put all this stuff in the movie. I'm not trying to be offensive when I say that. I want to enjoy a movie without politics. You know what I mean?
She said that True Lies was offensive?
She said True Lies, terrorism is not a joke.
Oh,
that's what she said. Because she's weird.
Yeah.
I like Domino's. I can dig Pizza Hut.
Yeah, Pizza Hut's good. I love this little command center that Dennis Hopper has.
Where are you? I'm at 2506.
Oh, really? I'm at 2436.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I already saw that part.
All right, which one?
I'm at the party where Joe Morton's congratulating Dennis Leary and Keanu.
And you're at what's your time mark again?
25:24.
All right. All right, I'm gonna put it at 25:22. All right. Okay. So right now I'm at 25:26.
Do you want me to put it on pause so you can catch up to 25:38?
Yeah, hold on.
I'm okay. I paused at 25:41 since it went ahead as I spoke. Sorry about that.
Are you fine?
I was rooting for Michelle Yeoh when she punched her woke imperialist face. There you go. I like Michelle Yeoh. I like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and all those movies.
All right, I'm at 25:36, and I have it on pause.
You can play it so that we can match up to 25:41.
All right, I'm about 3 seconds behind.
All right. Do you want me to just play it?
Oh, okay.
Wait. It's still on pause for me.
Now I'm at 25:48. So
okay. Let me speed it up to 25, 40.
All pun intended, right? Speed it up.
Yep, speed it up. All right, now I'm at 25:51.
Okay, let me get to there.
I actually haven't seen Sonic 2 yet, Grand Theft Ruben. Looks good.
25:51.
I like Keanu. Yeah. I'm at 26 minutes in.
All right. Okay. We'll go from there.
Okay.
Sorry about that, y'all. We're just trying to catch
Yeah.
up a little bit
I'm
here.
not used to doing a commentary myself, so.
Yeah, it's weird. Like we both ran into an ad at the same time, but for some reason, you jumped ahead
we
a
didn't
minute.
jump at the same time. It's really weird. I'm gonna go home and have some sex. Good God.
Let me see. Look at the comments here.
I kind of like Keanu Reeves, even without the mustache and beard.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
So I was talking what do you think about Keanu Reeves, shaved or non-shaved?
Nowadays, keep the beard.
Keep the beard. But in the 90s, he had a big face.
Well, I mean, at this time he was 30.
Wow, he was 30 at this time? Holy shit.
Yeah. But I mean, Bill and Ted Face the Music, he was shaved and didn't look good. You can definitely tell his age.
Beards can definitely hide some age. But he looks I would subtract at least 5 years from him in this. He looks way younger than that.
And I recognize this gentleman with the gray hair that Keanu's talking to at this little restaurant. I think he was an Ace Ventura.
He was in the Ventura?
Ace Ventura.
Oh, Ace Ventura. Okay.
I forgot the actor's name. Maybe somebody out there can remember.
Keanu recently is doing DC Dogs.
Yeah, I think he's the voice of Batman in that.
Oh, the bus.
There's a bus. I'm at 27:47.
I'm at 28:02.
All right, let me.
Do you want me to pause?
I'm at 28:07, so I skipped ahead a little bit.
Okay. I'm at 28:16, so we're good.
You're 3 seconds behind. Yep.
That's not too bad. That's insane. That, like I said, that bus blowing up just out of nowhere.
Yeah, great practical explosion.
Yeah. I don't know how the hell we can't get that anymore. I know you have to buy the bus and then blow it up, and if the shot doesn't go well, you have to blow up another bus, which would cost money. But still, guys, just to get it on camera, it looks better.
Yeah, God forbid if we get hot a little bit, if we sweat, the filmmakers will have to go back to their trailers and create some kind of CG magic. Oh, we need air conditioning.
We need air conditioning for this, guys, okay? Forget about the fires, okay?
Yeah.
We're going to CG that. Digital.
Not playing. Yeah, I agree with that.
Said Keanu's being cliche. Now he looks... Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, he definitely showed his age in the last Bill and Ted movie. I'm like, why shave the beard? I mean, I get that you don't want to appear as, like John Wick in a Bill and Ted movie, but
still, man, yeah.
The movie was not good.
I can imagine.
I can hear your movie a little bit.
Oh, you want me to put it down?
Okay, okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was worried there.
I'm at 29:48.
I'm at 29:53.
All right, okay, that's perfect.
All right, good.
Okay, John Mnemonic, we were just talking about that a little bit ago.
What would you rate it out of 10?
Maybe like a 6. But it's still not bad. I mean, it has its like I said, it's a quirky, fun little sci-fi movie, but it's far from perfect.
I can see that.
It has its own style. I forgot who directed that movie, though.
The 90s were filled with those weird cyberpunk movies.
Which is weird because that same year you had other films of that type, like Hackers and The Net.
I know Hackers is one of your favorite movies.
Yeah, it's my top 5. One of my all-time favorites. And The Net is probably my favorite Sandra Bullock movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you say she gives a performance just as good as the one here in Speed?
I mean, well, she's the lead star in The Net, and so she has more to do. But this is probably my favorite Sandra Bullock movie. And then
In
behind
the,
that will be The
okay.
Net. There's Sandra.
Running up to the car. You know, I heard in an Ellen interview, and by the way, Ellen DeGeneres, whatever, I don't care about her. But I heard in the Ellen interview, I don't know if she was just joking or not, but she said she had a crush on Keanu when filming.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And then Keanu did the same thing. I don't know if that's like just as like a joke or if they're serious, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean they're both and there's Alan Ruck sitting behind Sandra Bullock, Cameron Fry. But I believe it.
Yeah, I would not be surprised.
I'm a little surprised. I mean, they did this movie. They did this other film called The Lake House. Like, I would like to see them do another movie together. Like one,
Cool.
like third time's a charm.
Wasn't the Lake House in between one of the John Wick movies?
What's that?
Wasn't the Lake House in between, like, I think John Wick 1 and 2?
The Lake House came out in 2006.
Oh, okay. I must have it confused with something else.
Yeah, that was more of like a romance
movie.
Interesting plot, but we're actually in sync pretty good because I could hear yours just a little bit, but it's not like bad.
So you don't think I need to put it down or anything?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm at 32:39.
I'm at 32:40. Oh, so we're pretty much there.
Yeah, pretty much neck and neck.
I'll put it down just a tiny bit.
Yeah, Speed's a classic. Salvatore Spano.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, I think Jeff Speakman talked about that in like his YouTube channel show, Art of Action.
That'd be cool. You know what would be cool? You know, I don't know if you've seen Deadly Takeover.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like, imagine Keanu in Deadly Takeover, but with a bigger budget, and Jeff Speakman in Speed, but with the same budget.
Yeah, I wonder, like, okay, let's say if Speakman was the lead here, like, how do you think that would have played out, being that, you know, it takes place on a bus?
Well, the problem with that is that Jeff Speakman's an excellent martial artist, from what I've seen of Deadly Takeover, which is a great movie, by the way, if for those in the chat that haven't seen it. But he wouldn't be able to do any martial arts, so that would be like a little bit of a waste there. And also, as much as I like Jeff Speakman, I feel like that's sort of like, even though Keanu's not a rookie in this movie, I feel like that sort of like attitude of like that sort of like quick on his feet attitude that Keanu has in this movie would not be as good if Jeff Speakman was in it.
Yeah.
Oh, and Kamen Rider, Ola.
A Kamen Rider?
But I still think, yeah, I like him in this movie. It's definitely a more down-to-earth character. Out of all his action roles, this and Point Break, he's more like more of a realistic character, because Neo and John Wick, you know, they're great characters, but they would not be in this situation, obviously.
Yeah. Like, this is a character that you can relate to.
Yeah.
And you can't. And going back to Sandra Bullock for a second, you can't get no better than mid-90s Sandra.
No, yeah. Also, she was smoking in the mid-90s, like she is in this movie.
Yeah, and she's still smoking.
Yeah, she is. She's another one that aged just great. It's so underrated, like most of Jeff Speakman movies. I would agree, Salvatore.
Yeah, that's a good one. I need to watch again.
I liked this guy that he hijacked his car in.
Yeah.
I wish he was in it more.
Let me look this guy up, because I want to see. I'm forgetting his name here. I need to go to IMDb. When in doubt, go to IMDb, right?
Yep. Still one of the best movie info websites out there. That and Letterboxd, I'd say. Grand
right,
Theft
so
Ruben, thank you for joining.
I was going to
Grand
ask
Theft
you. I
Ruben,
mean, this film has a
Uh-huh.
rating of a 7.3. What do you think of that?
I think it should be higher, like maybe like a 7.8 to an 8.
Yeah.
I don't know why. IMDb, as much as I love it, they're hard pressed to give anything like a 7. And a 7.3, that's a low. That's a low one. I don't know.
Yeah, I would definitely raise that up close to an 8.
Yeah, maybe like a 7.6 to a 7.8. I would say that's fair. 7.8. Kamen Rider, I'd recommend this movie. Grand Theft Ruben, thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it.
The guy that plays this guy in the car here is Glenn Plummer, and he was in more recently City of Lies, a series.
Okay.
He was in South Central back in the day.
That's a good one.
And he's still working.
That's good.
Still making projects. That bomb's getting ready to
blow.
And the bus driver here, he's played by Hawthorne James.
Hawthorne James?
Yeah, he was in 7. He was in The Color Purple.
Who was he in 7? I don't remember him in 7.
He was one of the night guards in the library that Brad Pitt goes to, I believe.
Okay, so when they were doing the research.
Yeah, I think I remember the scene now.
Oh, was he the one upstairs?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think they're all sitting around the table.
Yeah, I remember that now. And it was like they were the only ones there. I haven't seen any of those. Wesley Snipes is an actor that I haven't seen a lot of his 90s action stuff. But I love how he's like trying to raise up the sign.
Yeah.
Bomb on bus. On his face.
Passenger 57, I haven't seen in a while. Drop Zone, same thing. Murder 1600, that's a good movie.
I haven't seen any of those. I just know that Drop Zone's very expensive on Blu-ray.
It's actually,
seeing Keanu Reeves in this car, I'm being honest with you. I think that Keanu Reeves, imagine him, if there was one person that could replace Keanu Reeves in this movie, it'd be Mark Dacascos.
Yeah, that'd be.
And put Keanu Reeves in Drive.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think if there was another person that could have played Keanu in this part, if he had lived, I would have said Brandon Lee.
Yeah. Brandon Lee looks very similar to Keanu.
Wake up, Jeff.
Yeah, come on, dude. Don't take a nap on the job.
Yeah. Come on, Harry Dunn. Yeah, well, it's funny because his name is Harry in this movie. Same year he played Harry Dunn in Dumb and Dumber. Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe it's the same character. Maybe like Harry Dunn got smarter. He joined the police force.
He stopped hanging out with He stopped hanging out with Fuck, why did I forget his name? Yes, I don't know why I forgot Jim Carrey's name. Stopped hanging out with Jim Carrey and he just got smarter.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Speaking of Jim Carrey, how do you feel about him retiring?
I think it's going to depend on a good script that's going to really get him, interested. But if this is real, okay, if he's done for sure, then I think he deserves it. I think he's done
a lot.
He's done a lot.
Also, I know we just passed it, but that fucking car door being torn off was sick.
Yeah.
I wonder if Keanu's about to do the jump or if it was a stunt double. It looks like Keanu. Do you know Fabio's doing? Yeah, I know. I saw his Rocky IV director's cut review. I haven't seen the rest of his reviews yet. I'm also a Dolph fan. I like his movies.
Yeah, oh gosh. What a stunt.
That is great. Dun, 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 dun. God, just imagine running into all that water.
Yeah. I think we're perfectly on sync. Perfectly.
I'm at 40-28.
Okay, I think I'm up by a second, literally. So we're pretty much there.
And you know what's insane to think about? We're 40 minutes in. This movie feels like we've only watched it for 10 minutes. That's another thing. The pace of Speed, it just goes by so quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 2-hour film, but I mean, once you start, it just keeps going. Oh, why are you bringing a gun onto the bus?
Yeah, like how are you gonna rob a bus?
Yeah.
I've never
This is
understood that. Like, where would a bus guy like? How much cash do you think a bus has?
Yeah.
Bus fares are not that expensive.
This is John Wick you're messing with. You understand?
No, seriously.
Yeah.
Now he's a hostage. Now he's an interrogator.
Yeah.
I want to see Image Comics make more movies with their characters. Yeah, I agree. Image is underrated.
Yeah, you gotta have the hero on the bus.
Bus,
there goes the driver.
That's gonna make things better.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It would have been cool back in the day to see this in a theater. Like it would have.
I would have loved to see it in the theater.
Yeah. Who's calling?
Good.
Yeah, it's my cousin. I'll call him back later.
Okay. They should do a re-release of this movie in the theater.
Let me actually keep talking, keep rolling. I'm just gonna turn it like.
No worries.
Maybe it's John Wick.
Being like.
Maybe it's it's Keanu Reeves.
Mm-hmm. Favorite horror film in '94? Johnny Jerry, that'd be Cemetery Man. That's a really underrated zombie film if you haven't seen it.
All right, we're back in business.
All right, there we go. Back in business.
Favorite horror film of '94?
Cemetery Man.
I think I would say In the Mouth of Madness.
I will always wanted to check that one out from John Carpenter.
But I've heard. Oh, go ahead.
If you've never seen Cemetery Man, it's like the weirdest zombie movie ever. It's an Italian movie, but it's really good. That's my favorite horror movie in '94, probably. And you were going to say In the Mouth of Madness?
No, I think I've heard like two different things. Like it's a '94 movie, or it came out in like '95.
Was it pushed back or something?
Let me see here. Now I want to check. Johnny Jerry's got me thinking. All right, so IMDb says '94. But I've heard '95 too, so I'm going to see what month it came out.
If any of you guys saw it in the theater, please let us know.
Okay, so it says release date February of 1995.
Countries that got it first. Maybe in the US it got '94, and then maybe in some other countries like the UK, it got like '95.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
But if not that, then I would probably say New Nightmare.
New Nightmare's good. Again, Wes Craven's the only guy who knows how to do meta.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be on the news that quickly, I'd say.
Yeah. Can you imagine, like, if this was made today, people on Twitter be like, hashtag save Jack or something.
Save the passengers.
Save the passengers, yeah.
One of the passengers in the bus would take a selfie like this.
Yeah. Yeah, Alan Ruck's character would be TikToking.
I hope they don't remake Speed.
Yeah, they don't need a remake of this.
They're gonna make it worse if they remade it, though. I guarantee you.
They would. I mean, it would just be treated as a joke and like
no good characters. That chemistry between Keanu and Sandra would be gone.
And you wouldn't have white male lead because that would be problematic.
We cannot have a heterosexual white male lead. Wah!
Wah!
Imagine just giving a civilian your fucking walkie-talkie to talk to your co-cop.
But this is no ordinary civilian. This is Cameron Fry from Ferris Bueller.
There you go.
This is like 10 years later, and he just happens to be on this bus. Maybe it's Cameron Fry. I don't. Does this character have a name in this movie? Maybe somebody out there can let me know.
I actually forgot. Which do you think is more? I think Speed's more thrilling than Cliffhanger, and Cliffhanger was another recent watch. I love Cliffhanger.
What's that?
Yeah, this one.
I would say this.
Yeah, I think Speed's just, but that's different. I mean, I love Cliffhanger, but it doesn't have the same momentum. I think Cliffhanger, I think Stallone's just as good as Keanu in the lead, but I don't know. I just like Speed more. But that's not a knock against Cliffhanger.
Yeah, I'm trying to if I had to pick one word, that Speed I would say is more thrilling, and you could say Cliffhanger has more adrenaline.
But Cliffhanger has a more interesting location. Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah, that's a great stunt.
How did they get that done? That's so close.
Yeah, both are classics.
Yeah, they are. Cliffhanger was 94, right?
93.
93? Oh, okay. I was going to put it in my top of 94. Oh.
If it came out that year, yes, it would definitely be my top 5.
Yeah.
This is some great stuff here. The bus is taking out all these signs, trying to keep it above 50.
Highways are getting destroyed, taking out all those trees. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
And this is something we haven't talked about the concept. I mean, the idea of keeping it above 50.
Yeah.
The bus.
If it goes anything under, kaboom.
Yeah.
And then you have to think of the lives of the hostages and, the fact that it's not so easy to distract anyone because there's also a weight limit. And then, Sandra's not a bus driver. She's just substituting. It's a very stressful situation.
Yeah.
So it's not just one of the best action movies. It's one of the best thrillers in the 90s.
Definitely.
And Dennis Hopper's just chilling, eating a sandwich. That's how fucking,
I wonder what kind of sandwich he's, eating there. Maybe a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a beer or a Coke. That's a Coke. Okay.
It's a 90s Coke. Brought to you. Oh, and we got an ad.
Yep, ad here.
More Domino's.
More Domino's pizza, yeah.
Brought to you by Domino's. Speed I prefer over Cliffhanger. Do you guys think there should be a Speed 3? No. Nah.
Nowadays, no, because if it's not...
Don't fuck it up.
Yeah. Everything
Keanu's going to make a cameo in Speed 3. I guarantee you. He's not going to be the lead.
Yeah, why I have a feeling that they would go that direction.
Because, look, if he didn't come back for Speed 2, he's not going to come back for Speed 3. It's not like The Matrix or John Wick. I think it's one of those things where Keanu even knows there shouldn't be a sequel to Speed, which is why he didn't come back for Speed 2.
And I'm back to the movie. Right now I'm at 48:11.
I'm not back to the movie just yet. I'm paused at 47:56. So just give me a little bit to catch up. I'm almost there, okay?
47:56?
Yeah, I'm paused at 47:56 because this ad's still not over.
All right.
I've got a Snoop Dogg and Jesse Eisenberg ad.
Oh God.
That's just what I want to see. Jesse Eisenberg sitting and relaxing. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, get Eisenberg out of here.
All right, hold on. I'm keeping up. The movie just started up again. Where were you?
All right, I'm at 47:56.
Okay, I paused because I just sped up to 48:04. So, do you want to catch up for those few seconds, or do you want me to just play?
Let me see here. Yeah. 40. I'm at 48:02.
You're 48?
All right, I'm at 48:07.
Okay, so I'm only 3 seconds behind. That's not too bad. Okay. I'll play. Go. Daylight is. I gotta see Daylight.
I don't know if it's a.
But isn't that more of a disaster movie?
Yeah, it's more of a disaster movie. I don't know if I would say that.
This and Invasion USA has the best bus rescue. I actually just recently, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's on Blu-ray in the shelf. I just picked it up. That one's very rare.
Yeah, I need to get. I don't think I have the DVD. Invasion USA.
Have you seen the film?
Yeah, Chuck Norris.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Time to die.
Yeah.
Now we're back to the bus.
All right, I'm at 4901.
48.55.
All right. I went back a little bit, so I'm at 4901 again.
I'm at 49.02.
All right, so it's pretty good.
So let's just play again.
All right. Con Air is a great one.
Con Air has some great action in it. And the little bit that what's his name? Dave Chappelle's in, I like him in. I just wish he was in it longer.
Mm-hmm. I need to watch that again.
Put the bunny back in the box. God, just imagine going against traffic like that.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, just trying to get the bus and like, because it's so easy to, if you turn wrong, you're gonna flip it. I mean, it's just not. It wouldn't be too hard to flip that bus.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a different movie.
That hard to flip the bus.
That would have been a different movie if, like, the bus turned over and
flipped.
The movie ends right there. With an explosion. Yeah.
That would be very anticlimactic.
Yeah. That would have been the worst movie ever.
I wonder why it's called 2522. Like on the top of the bus.
Oh, this is a good question.
Speed.
Yeah, I got to go with Speed still.
But that's nothing against Con Air. Now, if we're talking about 90s action, because I think The Rock was 96.
Yeah.
If it was between Speed and The Rock, since you're talking about another Nicolas Cage action film, I'd probably go with The Rock. But I also, oh my God.
Just at the baby.
Just soda cans.
Yeah. They were just cans.
I love how Keanu Reeves is just calming her down the entire way through.
Yeah. I mean, think about this. I mean, it's like you were saying earlier. I mean, we're at almost 51 minutes, and the movie is just flying by. I mean,
yeah, like I feel like we literally, like for those in the chat, don't you agree? Like it feels like we just started this. Like it's insane. The pace of this movie is incredible.
And nowadays, I mean, can you imagine a movie like this? It would make like 3 hours because we have to make it over long and drag it out.
Yeah, it has to be like Avengers Endgame runtime. It has to be like 3.5 hours, CGI, and political correctness, and it's going to be boring as shit.
Characters that you don't care about.
Huh?
Characters that you don't care about.
Characters you don't care about. Fucking bad CGI. A lot of shaky cam. It would be bad. I mean, they tried doing this movie with like this year's Ambulance, but it wasn't good.
Would you say that's a poor man's Speed?
That's like a poor man's Speed, even though there's not really that many hostages. Yeah, Ambulance kind of sucks. The Delta Force, I love. Haven't seen 2. Love Missing in Action Trilogy. Fireworker, I haven't seen. Love Invasion USA. Haven't seen Here on the Terror. Force Vengeance. Love Lone Wolf McQuaid.
The only one I haven't seen is Here on the Terror.
I gotta check that one out. That's like a horror movie from him.
I need to get a lot of those that I've seen, but I don't have on DVD. Weird.
A lot of those I like. I just don't own on Blu-ray either.
You know what? I got Silent Rage. That's a good one. I have that on Blu-ray.
I gotta check out Silent Rage.
That's a cool shot right there on the 2 wheels.
Yeah, like him doing like a wheelie like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How did they capture that? How did they even do that stunt?
It's all, yeah. I mean, I gotta applaud the action, the second unit.
I also love the very, very close-ups of the tire on the ground. It makes you feel like you're just on there with them.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what you know what? I know this is gonna sound really dumb of me to say, but just imagine if the fucking bus ran out of gas.
Yeah, like you wonder how much gas is in that tank.
Like, I mean, that's something that people don't consider. Like, cars run out of gas. Like, imagine that.
I would think that, like at the beginning of the day, a bus driver has to fill up. But, I mean, keeping it above 50 like that, and then you're going through all this traffic and taking out signs and all that stuff.
You're going to run out quick.
Yeah. Hellbound's again.
Haven't seen it.
That's a good one. Chuck Norris pretty much goes against Satan.
That sounds badass. Wasn't that Cannon's last movie?
I believe so.
What if you has as your cook so that you have him saying Can you smell what The Rock? Oh, The Rock. I thought you meant the movie. Oh God.
I would just get tired of him.
He seems like a nice guy. He's just in way too much stuff. Way too much stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
And they're trying to make like The Rock the next action hero. Well, they've been trying to do that, but they're not like Keanu. They're not like Chuck Norris. They're not like all these classics that we love.
And even then, it's like too late for that because he started off making a couple of decent action movies and then going straight to Disney movies, like kids' movies and
yeah, like Jungle Cruise and all that.
Yeah. I can imagine, like, God forbid, I mean, going back to what we were talking about earlier about a remake, like, I could see this would be one where Dwayne would try to star in, or Mark Wahlberg, or
But the problem is that those guys are they're way too larger than life. They're way too much. They don't have the coolness of Keanu. Also, now that those two are talking together, I'm kind of seeing them forming a little bit of a chemistry, even off the film. I can kind of see.
And that's kind of why, like, those two worked here. They worked good in the other movie that I mentioned earlier, The Lake House. And
yeah,
they have such a good chemistry. I mean, you can buy and you can believe it. And it's a sweet chemistry.
You could tell they're friends outside of the films, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not forced. It's not anything. They're just good pals.
Because, Sandra's character is good-natured. She's sweet, and then Keanu is down to earth, but at the same time, he's
on the mission. He has to catch.
Yeah, he's on a mission. Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
A Force of One is decent, so that's one of. I got to check that one out. That's coming out on Blu-ray, by the way, from Kino. I got to put up the air real quick. Excuse me.
Oh, no problem, man. Yeah, I haven't seen A Force of One.
There we go. It's getting a little bit too hot.
All right. So where are you at right now?
I am at 55-52.
Really? Why would I skip ahead? I'm at 56:07.
Okay, I'm going to catch up a little bit. I'm at 56:05. Fun fact, Keanu Reeves stepped out at the time, directed A Force of One, and his name is actually shown on the crate box. Really? I did not know that. I did not know Keanu Reeves had a. Well, I know that he was. I know that he grew up in foster homes. I didn't know he had a stepdad like that. That's cool. I didn't know that he directed Force One. Huh?
So I didn't even know that.
Okay, I'm at 56:28. Where are you at?
56:40.
Do you want me to speed up just a little bit?
All right, I'll pause it right here. I'm at 56:43.
56:43. Hold on.
Yeah, we like I said, people out there for some reason, I know sometimes when we get an ad or something on TV, you'll skip the movie for a little bit,
yeah,
like 5 seconds.
Really weird.
Yeah,
definitely. Tubi's got to fix that a little bit on their end. I'm at 56:41. I skipped ahead. Do you want me to play?
All right, we'll play here. And 3, 2, 1.
Okay, go. I think we have trust.
All right, what are you at right now?
Basically, I'm at 56:47. Keanu's on the phone.
All right, I'm about 3 seconds ahead, but that's not bad.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, sorry for people out there that are watching.
Yeah, it's but you can blame Tubi for that, skipping us ahead and doing all that.
Yeah, and if if we were more technically set up here, to where we can I have the Blu-ray, and that's the thing. Like if we could watch it here and keep eye on the stream, no ads, no Domino's ads.
No more Domino's, no more Swiffer ads. I've not seen that here. Yeah, if I'm invited by a friend to go see it, I'll see it, but I'm not going to see it on my own.
I have no interest at all. I'd rather have a light beer than see Lightyear. And I hate beer. Yeah,
I don't like beer either. But I see. Yeah, again, totally. They even said that they had a crush on each other. Whether or not that's true or, just to make a little joke, I believe it. Now, is this the part where one of the passengers died that really, really freaked out lady? I forgot.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think so. That was shocking, honestly. I did not think they were going to do it like that. Yeah, and then you have to slow down a little bit to match Joe Morton speeding up with the bus. That's scary.
Yeah, like side by side. For people out there watching, we're at the part where
They're trying to get
yeah,
hostages off the bus.
yeah, the driver's bleeding. Joe Morton and his team are on this platform trailer.
Yeah.
Trailer. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's going to be awesome. I love Scott Adkins. I think that him and John Wick are going to have a badass fight.
And Donnie Yen's in it too, which is cool.
Really?
Donnie Yen, and I believe Clancy Brown's in it. It's a good cast.
That's a good cast. Clancy Brown, another underrated actor, more than just Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Highlander.
Starship Troopers.
I still haven't seen that.
Oh, that's an awesome movie. I recommend that. Oh no, this is the part.
Yeah.
This part was a little bit kind of like intense if you really think about it, because you think that all the hostages are gonna live.
Yeah. It's a oh, there she goes.
Fuck, that was brutal. Then she falls off the bus. Damn.
Yeah, Hopper was watching.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, this is a good question.
That's tough. Still Speed.
Oh damn it! Advertisement. Shit.
Advertisement again.
All right, so I'm gonna. While we're on this ad right now, it looks like donuts.
I got like a Subway ad.
Oh,
but not like the restaurant, like an actual Subway.
I'm gonna say Demolition Man, slightly.
I don't know. I mean, Demolition Man's a good one. It really. I mean, we're living in that future if you really think about it.
Yeah, it's a documentary.
And like you said about the Taco Bell, there you go. Wesley Snipes is great in the villain in Demolition Man. That movie's sick. Just 1 second, please.
What's
Do you
that?
hear anything in the background?
Not really. I hear mostly the ads going on in my ear.
Okay,
it's just it's my end more so.
Okay, cool.
It's about over. All right, now I'm back
My
at the
ad's
movie.
still going, actually. I'm at 59:43. I'm sorry.
Are you? Let me know when you're back.
Yeah, I'm like halfway through it. I'm on a football ad. What would you guys say to Alec Baldwin if he was watching the stream?
He would try to.
He'd probably try to shoot us.
Yeah, he'll try to shoot the stream.
He'll try to shoot the stream. He'll try to be faster than a bullet.
Yeah, and then he would say, "Don't blame it on me."
I didn't kill them.
I didn't kill them.
Okay, I would feel guilty, but I didn't do it, guys.
Yeah, he wouldn't take accountability for sure.
Mm-hmm. And I'm back. I'm at 59:43. Where are you at?
All right, let me go up a little bit. 59:57.
I'll catch up. Let me actually play it up a little bit.
Okay. I'm at 1 hour and 9.
Hold on 1 second. Do you mind if I just catch up a little bit?
No, you're good.
1 hour and 9.
I'm keeping an eye on the time right here.
It's so crazy that we're an hour in this movie. That's insane to me. 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm an hour and 8. Do you want me to just continue?
You can go up a little bit.
Oh, I'm at an hour and 9.
I'm at an hour and 35. I mean, yeah. 1 hour and 39 seconds.
Okay, I'm an hour 42. I just.
All right, that's good. That's good. Yep. All right, so you're ahead of me a little bit. That's good.
That's not too bad. So, do you think I have not seen Lockup?
Yeah, Lockup's a good movie. Yeah, funny enough, Alan Ruck, the guy on the bus here, he's actually going to be at this convention coming up at the end of July. Like
is it near you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I'll have to meet him. Maybe ask him about this movie.
Definitely. You should get him to autograph your copy.
Yeah. I mean, because everybody asks him, I'm sure he gets probably tired of the Ferris Bueller question. So
yeah. And what was it like working with, Michael Broderick and everything like that? You probably want to know, like, what was it like working with Keanu and everything? And I love how Sandra is showing like so much emotion, like with her crying and everything. It's very convincing. You really feel bad for her character of Annie.
Yeah. Which is a shame that she came back for Speed 2.
They must have paid her a hefty dose.
I think at the time, I've heard this before, like I think around then they were she wanted to get this movie produced, and the same for Jason Patrick, and that's why they both did Speed 2.
Oh my God. Did she end up getting the movie produced?
Yeah, I think the movie was, I'm going to find that movie, but.
So it was a means to the end kind of thing.
Yeah, like, I think it was Hope Floats.
Hope Floats. Never heard of that ever.
I'm gonna look at that.
Let me look that up.
Yeah,
I just got a notification. Fabio's doing a commentary as we speak.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's doing it on Blade Runner.
Yeah, Hope Floats. Yeah, Hope Floats. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Blade Runner turns 40 today, I believe.
That's crazy. That's my favorite science fiction film. I should watch that tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I love Blade Runner.
I even like the narration of the theatrical cut. I'm not gonna lie.
I love Joe Morton here. Everybody's fired. Fucking fired. Yeah.
He's so funny as the boss.
Now, I was just thinking about like going back to Alan Ruck for a second. He would work with this director again in Twister.
Really?
Yeah. He was part of Bill Paxton's crew in that movie.
So was he like a main part of the movie?
I wouldn't say, more like a supporting character, kind of like here.
Ah, okay. You should probably ask him about Twister as well.
Yeah. Sandra Bullock is fine here, I have to say.
Yeah, I would say so as well. This was just that around the time of the 90s where you had these chase movies, kind of like Speed, even though no one's chasing the bus. Mm-hmm. And you had those disaster movies.
Like I think the same year you had like movies like Drop Zone and Terminal Velocity.
Yeah.
It seemed like after this
kind of movies coming out. And what if Blade and Blade Runner team up? What if Rick Deckard and Blade teamed up? That'd be an interesting combo.
I don't know how
that'd work, but
yeah. I was just thinking the same thing. I don't know how it would mesh.
Because you're talking about an android detective. Well, he hunts, replicants, and a half vampire teaming up. A little quirky, but it could work.
Yeah.
Now that we're watching the movie and we're already far into it, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the people that say it's a Die Hard knockoff? Because I don't know how I feel about that.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I get maybe it kind of borrows that template of, being a Die Hard on a bus. I would say that. I mean, and I could, because like you said just a second ago, I mean, a lot of movies around this time were kind of, whether it be this movie, Air Force One, you could say that's Die Hard on a plane, Under Siege, Die Hard on a battleship. And
yeah, the one man in the situation of they're stuck in here and they got to find a way to get out of it. There's maybe a select group of bad guys. And oh no, we're at that point almost.
Yeah.
I love this movie, but you have to be honest, that shot was bad.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. That's probably the film's weak point.
But to be fair, if that's like the only weak point of the movie, that's not a knock on it that much.
No. And at least it's a practical bus.
Yeah, at least we didn't do like a CGI the bus twirls over that end of the freeway.
Yeah, I can see that happening nowadays. Like,
they would do the hell out of that Fast and Furious style.
Yeah. The bus would like just shoot off in outer space. And then come back down on,
and Kevin Hart would be like, "Oh shit," or whatever.
Yeah. Chris Evans, good actor.
I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of his movies, but I like him. I mean,
yeah, I like him as Captain America. You wonder how they accomplished this.
I gotta wonder, how do they lift it up? Like, slightly like that.
But I could see how they filmed it, where
I don't
the
know.
bus goes
I
off.
doubt they got like some sort of like maybe like they holstered it up somewhat, or like maybe there was like a platform under it, because that seems really difficult. Because you have to imagine that bus weighs a ton, even if
Yeah.
it's emptied.
And coming back down, I mean, easily you could see how they filmed that, but the going
Yeah.
up part, I mean,
Like,
some
do you
kind
think
of-
it was maybe aerial lifted a little bit?
yeah, with the crane,
And like, huh?
with the crane, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. And they maybe like sort of like, edited out the shots of like the metal wires.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I don't know. That's a little difficult. You are the man. I also love the camaraderie. Even though we don't know the passengers that well, I love the camaraderie between them. They feel like real people.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Mhm.
this is back in the day where people didn't have cell phones. Like nowadays, in a remake, all the passengers would be live streaming the situation.
They'd be twitching it out,
Yeah,
going
twitching
on
it out.
Twitter, hashtagging save us.
Yeah, save the bus, save the passengers. Yeah, the Countess character would be on TikTok.
And every passenger would have like 1 million followers on Snapchat or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Dennis Hopper's character would be streaming in his command center.
Hey guys, so you see, I'm about to fucking troll these people. I'm about to blow up their bus.
Yeah.
But then that's another thing that's scary, because one of their wheels just popped. Like, imagine, you're in that situation where you can't go over 50 and your wheels popped like that.
I mean, yeah, it calls for emergency situation.
Yeah.
But as for the time, I'm at 1:08:39.
1:08:30, 40.
All right, so perfect.
We're good.
I'm glad we're able to kind of, even through all the ads and stuff, we're able to kind of catch back up with ourselves here a little bit.
Yeah, and again, I know I keep saying it, but it moves just that quick.
Yeah.
It feels like we've only been here for 20 minutes.
Yeah, and that's why I applaud the pacing of the movie.
And as much as I rag on Tubi, they don't show that many ads.
No, they don't.
Like maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah. I love Dennis Hopper.
I do too. I thought he's being a smart ass demanding for money.
Yeah. Now, what do you think happened to like villains of this sort? Like nowadays, you don't see villains that are intimidating like a Dennis Hopper of this.
Even going back to the 80s with Hans Gruber, his brother later on, and Simon in the 90s, Dennis Hopper in this movie. We don't see that sort of like manipulative, sort of like, mastermind behind the scenes kind of villain. Because if you really think about it, he's behind the scenes. Like, he's not, even if they're not like right in front of you, they show intimidation. And a lot of people are just scared of doing that. And I feel like what's the problem nowadays is that, and I know it's going to sound a little odd, they humanize villains way too much. Like, we don't have straight up villains like Dennis Hopper anymore. They have to be morally gray or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nowadays, they would try to make them sympathetic.
Which there's nothing wrong with if it's done right, but having a straight up bad guy is sometimes all you need. Like Dennis Hopper's just a dick who wants money.
Yeah. I like that line. Don't attempt to grow a brain. Yeah.
And again, they don't have the wit either. They're too serious. You can tell Dennis is having a blast in this movie.
I think it's perfectly put that, once in a while, that's fine. But it's all the time now that villains have to be sympathetic and they have to have some kind of
backstory. Like they didn't have their parents around. The government did them wrong. Why can't we just have bad guys?
Yeah, straight up bad guys.
It ruins, because the whole point of a villain is to have someone you hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you want to see go down in like an utter demise.
Nowadays, they want to have it to where we want to hug the villain.
Yeah, like give him a big old hug and then the hero again morally gray is sometimes really great. I appreciate that, but the hero also has to be somewhat of a bad guy. Why can't you have like a good guy like Keanu in this movie, whereas Jack's just a normal guy? He's a good guy. He didn't accidentally kill anybody. He hasn't done wrong. Like sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good, just regular good and evil is all you need in a movie.
Oh, but we can't have that.
We can't have that anymore, and we can't have them be white or heterosexual. What do you think this is, the 50s? Wah.
Hey, Mark.
What's up, Mark? I actually only saw 2 seasons of 24. That was Legacy, and I think the new one where they replaced Kiefer Sutherland.
I think I've seen the pilot, but that's it.
My dad loved that show when it came out. Why can't we have villains like Fender from Side? I agree. We don't just have straight up villains.
Yeah, even that. Yeah, like Fender and Cyborg was fun.
Kind of like I was off it just for a little bit.
Yeah. This is great stuff here.
This is great. I love this part where he goes under it a little bit. Don't get dead.
Don't get dead yet. And Joel Morton's a great actor. I mean, just a couple of years before this, he was in Terminator 2, and
I loved him in Terminator 2. I especially like him in the director's cut where we see more of his family.
Yeah, Miles Dyson.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at all the projects.
I'm going to be honest with you. I almost wish Miles didn't die at the end of T2. I almost kind of didn't want him to die at the end. I know that sounds weird.
I can agree with that. But around this time, Joe Morton.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No, I was about to say with him looking nervous at the detonator in T2.
Oh yeah, that's a.
But what else was Joe Morton in?
Around this time, okay, he was in Forever Young with Mel Gibson. Mm-hmm. Okay, after this, he did some TV stuff like Under One Roof, which I never heard of. Executive Decision. Okay, he was in that.
That's funny. I actually just got Executive Decision on Blu-ray recently as part of like a 4-pack. I know it's cut, but I've been curious to see that, even though I've heard it's not so good.
He was in The Pest.
Okay.
Speed 2, but uncredited.
Really?
Was yeah, same. I can't remember. I mean, it says uncredited. I mean, I don't know how much he was in the movie. Blues Brothers 2000.
Also, going back to the movie real quick, it's so crazy. Like, imagine if they hit a bump that would possibly hit Keanu under the bus.
Yeah, then
Keanu dies. And dismantling a bomb while the bus is still going on, while you're under the bus, that shit's insane.
Yeah, this is some great stuff here. Great suspense.
Also, while you were looking up Joe Morton, I have to tell you, before Speed, he did a really underrated film called City of Hope that has not been released on DVD. I'd recommend checking that out.
Yeah, I just saw that actually. City of Hope came out in 91.
Really
same year. Good. And that stars Vincent Spano.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he gives a great performance in that. I'd recommend. It's a good drama.
Oh, gosh.
Kick to the skull, rip balls off, forced to be paralyzed from the waist down. Victor Salva, Kevin Spacey, Danny Masterson. Danny Masterson can be paralyzed. I'd kick Salva in the skull, and I'd rip off Kevin's balls.
Yeah, I'll go with that all the way.
And I like how even in this part, the passengers are helping a little bit.
Yeah.
Instead of just live streaming.
Yeah, they went. Yeah, twitching. Yeah, they're actually
participating.
Yeah, participating, helping each other.
Exactly.
Even Cameron Fry's getting the action right now.
There you go.
But I'm at 1:16:30.
1:16:30 as well. I just got there.
Okay, wow.
Oh my god, that close to the fucking tires. Jesus Christ. How do they do the shot of like the bus? Oh fuck.
It's the great camera work. I mean, great
Maybe you had
direction.
maybe a moving cart and like there was a camera that was very low to the ground capturing that.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna see if I could find in more information on the passengers here. Like, okay, save the guy with the gun. See if I can find him real quick. Oh, this won 2 Oscars.
Really?
Yeah, for best sound and best effects.
Well, the effects are pretty great. I can believe that. But if it won best sound, was it nominated for best score?
Let me see here.
Oh shit. They should get a new special edition for this movie.
Yeah, definitely. I would like to see some features. Have Keanu and Sandra provide a commentary.
Yeah, because I think even on the DVD there wasn't even a commentary with them. I think maybe it was just the Bond. I'm not sure. I never owned that DVD.
Like a featurette behind this, like back in the day, featurette.
Exactly, and maybe show the production crew setting up this bus and doing all this. Yeah, hell, ask Joe Morton. What is Joe Morton doing nowadays to the point where he can't talk about speed?
Yeah, I mean, he has a good little part in this movie.
Yeah.
And I understand if Keanu's schedule, but I mean, I'm sure he would talk about
it. Sandra, they would talk about it. And if anything, Speed is one of his most iconic roles.
I think he's proud of the movie. It's not like Keanu hates the movie. I mean, this movie put him on the map.
Yeah. It was a hit. It launched, it put even further Sandra Bullock.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And everyone talks about Speed. Everyone references it. They referenced it in Sonic the Hedgehog 1, for God's sake.
But that's a good point there that I just thought about. It kind of really cemented 2 stars.
Yeah.
Keanu and Sandra.
Oh, and there's a consequence.
Maybe you can argue that. Oh, what are you going to say?
No, because remember when he had the screwdriver in there? The consequence of holstering him up, now they're running out of fuel.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it helped their careers.
Maybe you could say. Mm-hmm. I was about to say, maybe you could say Sandra had I mean, she did Demolition Man before this, but would you say? I think that. I'm trying to think. Because Keanu, we just ran to an ad.
I did too.
I don't know what this is about.
It's called Hers. I don't know.
Yeah. What this is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for Hers.
Jonathan, there's a really cool guest star reveal in 24 season 1 that I want. Okay, I'll check out 24. I hear that's one of the better TV shows. And I hear that was Keith Sutherland's comeback.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I've only seen the pilot.
You guys read the. I think they do. I think that this is how you do male and female chemistry. This is how you do 2 people bonding over a really terrible situation. There's enough drama. There's even enough heart-to-heart and comedy between them to the point where slight comedy where you really like them. Nowadays, you wouldn't have that. It would all be about the female being the best of the duo and the guys being a walking dolts and, she don't need no man and all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I can imagine that because Keanu's character would be told to sit down in the back of the bus while Sandra takes the wheel.
Yeah, because she'll do everything on her. Oh, are you at the house raid part? Because I'm at 1945.
It's about to be over with here.
Huh?
All right. I'm at 1937.
I'm at 1954. Do you want me to go back?
Okay. 1957.
You right there?
Yeah. I skipped ahead a little bit.
All right.
So where are you at right now?
I'm at 1958.
All right.
Oh, poor Jeff Daniels, dude. I mean, that is really bad.
All right, where are you at right now?
They're at the house, 2009.
I'm 5 seconds ahead.
Okay, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
It's a nice ass house for a psycho.
Yeah, I was about to say this is kind of like the one aspect of the movie I wish that this
They
didn't
didn't have
happen.
to kill him.
No,
That was unnecessary.
I
Killing one of
think
the passengers, fine, but why'd you have to kill him?
yeah, and I think even Jeff Daniels, he's talked about, I think in an
You didn't like
interview,
that?
that he pretty much did this for a check, and
Oof.
I mean, I think he,
Does you like
yeah,
the rest of the movie?
I think, I think it was one of those like those variety interviews
Mm-hmm.
where he talked about how like in the first draft he was barely in it,
Oh.
and then like they came back later with another draft or script, and they're like, oh, you have a lot more to do, but you're going to die here at the very end, or something of that nature, like along those lines.
Yeah, I can imagine he wasn't like, thrilled about it, but at least he had more stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I wish that. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I took a nap a while ago because I
Mm-hmm.
played golf today, and I woke up way too early today.
I woke up actually pretty late today because I was hanging out with a friend really late last night, and I woke up at and I don't do this. I woke up at 11. I usually wake up at like 6 or 7.
Yeah, I had to get
So,
back home last night until like around 10:30. Then I didn't really fall asleep until to like 12. Then I
oh.
woke. Then I woke up at 5:30.
Yeah, you posted some golf stuff. Are you just getting into that, or do you play golf frequently?
Once in a while. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
maybe every 2 weeks I'll play. At a course, and I'm still learning.
That's cool.
But even the course that we went to today, 9 holes. That took about 3 hours almost.
9 hours. Okay.
I mean, 9 holes, and that took
Oh,
about
okay.
3 hours. Yeah.
He's really getting to him.
Yeah. This is where he finds out Harry's killed.
You know what I like is that he was under the cool the whole time, and now he's the one under pressure.
Yeah.
That's a really cool little, switch of emotions.
And this is like that moment right there where he's pissed off. I mean, you really feel for Keanu's character in that moment.
Yeah. And I like how Sandra's trying to reach him now. Annie's trying to reach him. Okay, so I'm at an hour 23:22.
I'm at 123:32.
So I'm a few seconds behind, but that's not too bad.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But for the 4 people that are still here in
Thank
the
you.
chat, thank you for hanging in there. And
Exactly, some really good acting by Keanu, but man, there are some naysayers that says, "Oh, Keanu can't act." Wah. I agree, he can act. It's just that I guess people are still like heartbroken about Bram Stoker's Dracula. Look, he was stilted in that movie, but he's not stilted in every movie.
yeah,
Here he's great.
That movie just shows that he doesn't do well with accents.
No, he definitely does not.
And
but not everyone can.
He did another movie where he had a British accent, Dangerous Liaisons, and I was not a fan of that. I know some people really like that movie, but it just wasn't my cup of tea.
I haven't seen it.
But if people say he can't act, watch River's Edge. That's a good dramatic
movie.
Actor.
Even in Point Break, the relationship he has with that surfer girl is pretty good.
Yeah, he was good at that, dramatic wise. The Devil's Advocate, good acting. The Matrix, if anything, the first Matrix movie. I mean, great acting from Keanu.
Yeah.
I love that laugh, Hopper's laugh. Yeah.
That sort of sinister chuckle.
Yeah.
Guess some people still see him as Ted from Bill and Ted. Damn. I don't think people see him as just one thing, because you have to think about The Matrix, Speed, Point Break, Bill and Ted. He's not like remembered as Mark Hamill is remembered only for Star Wars and the Joker.
Yeah.
People just know Keanu as Keanu. I don't think that people look at him as like, oh, just that Matrix guy, which I like about Keanu. He's varied.
Yeah, he was able to branch out. And when you look at his career, he's tried really a little bit of everything.
He's done dramatic. He's done sci-fi. I think the only thing he hasn't done is a Western.
I don't know how that would work. I mean, I'm trying to picture Keanu in a Western.
I had a dumbass teacher from middle school who said, I hate Keanu. He's the worst. And clearly, that teacher has not seen bad acting.
Have they seen
Keanu is not the worst actor in the world.
I mean, even though I haven't seen much of his movies, but they need to watch Mill Breen.
I mean, have they never heard of Tommy Wiseau?
Yeah.
Like, I love The Room, but his acting is bad in a hilarious way. Like, good God. There are so many. There's even worse action stars than Keanu.
Yeah. I mean, Keanu's done some really bad ones like Knock Knock. Yeah.
I avoided Knock Knock. I avoid Knock Knock. That movie looks awful. My mom saw it and she said it was terrible.
When I did the Keanu-thon a couple of years ago, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to avoid this. I'm going to save, because I knew it was going to be a rant. I'm like, I'm going to save this for last.
Oh, and you're saving the work for last?
Yeah, to save the worst for last, and that movie pisses me off.
Yeah, that movie looks like shit.
That's his worst movie.
Would you say so?
Yeah.
But yeah, that teacher is a simp for Zac. Wait, hold on. Go up real quick.
Oh.
Zac Efron's not even close to the actor Keanu is. Zac Efron can't even touch Keanu by a pinch. Zac Efron's a shitty actor.
I haven't seen, I don't know. I mean, Keanu's a far better actor.
Way better actor than Zac Efron. Zac Efron's not that good an actor. Yeah, that's probably what your teacher is. There you go.
She needs to expand, or he or she needs to expand their horizons.
He or she, whatever they are, they need to just see. They just need to watch more actors.
Yeah.
You can imagine how hard it is to set it up for where the two buses are meeting each other like that.
Yeah, this is some good stuff. Really, trying to get the passengers over to the other, to the other bus.
You have to do it quick before he realizes. I agree, Johnny Jerry. Yes, she does. I would honestly, I know this is going to sound weird. I would say this is also one of the best movies of the 90s, if you really think about it.
Yeah, I mean, it has great characters, great direction, great moments of suspense.
And it's a timeless film.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you would have a little bit of humor, but it's not too much.
Yeah.
Characters you care about, even the passengers, even though, there's some in there that really don't have a lot to do, but they serve a purpose.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know them personally. We don't know most of their names, but we like them. But I can also imagine how he must have felt during that stunt where he's falling almost at the bus. You should ask him about that if you're going to go see him.
Yeah.
Yes, it's definitely one of the best. In fact, let me jump the shark. One of the best. I would agree.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly, if I was doing like a top 20 to 15, Speed would be in there.
I would say definitely like my top 40, but I'm trying to maybe I could say in my top 20.
Yeah, I would say that because again, Speed is going to have another anniversary in probably like 40 years, and it'll still be as good as it was back then.
Exactly. And Keanu will still look 35.
And Keanu will still look like 35. Him, Tom Cruise, and Rob Lowe, they must have found the fountain of youth or something, man.
And Ralph Macchio.
Exactly, and Ralph Macchio. And honestly, even a little bit of Sandra Bullock. You can tell she's aged a little bit, but she still looks really good.
Yeah, I mean, she did The Lost City, which I haven't seen. I mean, I've heard a lot of different reviews about that one.
I don't know, like that kind of blockbuster comedy. I don't know if it's going to be good. Oh, and then we get one of the greatest explosions. I like them sliding down. That looks really sick. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
there we go.
watching. And this bus just keeps going.
and going and going. But see,
Going
it
right
could
to
have
the
even
plane.
been. Oh shit!
You just hope there's no passengers on that.
Yeah, I hope the pilot's not even on that plane.
Yeah.
That would really suck for him.
Yeah. That would have been a depressing ending. Or third act, at least.
Wake up for this morning coffee. The pilot looks over. He's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. They're in flames.
That is a great explosion. All practical, all in shot, a bunch of varied angles.
Can you imagine Keanu's character really felt like shit then? He just saved a bunch of passengers on a bus, but he just
and
killed
then a bunch
on
of
a
more
plane.
passengers on a plane just die.
Yeah.
First class, more like no class. Zac Efron, only good movie is Neighbors. He's a pretty boy. Keanu's a real man. I would agree.
Favorite movie?
I'm going to wait for the ad to show up for that one personally. I have to really think about that.
I'm going to say right here, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, really?
Yeah, I'll say Mortal Kombat, but I'll look at the list here.
Let me check 95 real quick because the movie's almost over. Actually, let me see where we're at. An hour 31.
What's your time, Mark?
I'm at hour 31:52.
All right, you're about 5 seconds behind. But that's good.
Okay. 1995 real quick. Don't want to miss it. Maybe Heat. But I really like, because I'm going to say Casino. I'm just going to say Casino. Because I think Casino is better paced than Heat.
You know what? I take that back. Hackers.
Hackers? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in your list, you put that like number 2 right behind Jaws.
Yeah.
Like a favorite movie. Mm-hmm.
Here comes Joe Morton.
And now it's time to catch the real cat. I got to tell you, though, I bet you Keanu needs like a huge beer after this. That was like a stress for him.
Yeah, probably like a Tylenol.
Jack needs a Jack Daniels.
Yeah, give him a Jack Daniels.
Give him a Jack Daniels.
How would you like favorite actresses? Is Sandra Bullock up there for you, or
Sandra Bullock would be up there. Honestly, Pam Grier would be up there. I think she's a really good actress in the 70s. A little bit of Angelina Jolie I'd put in there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. And maybe I don't want to say Neve Campbell because I can only really think of Scream, but my dad actually met her, by the way. But I don't know. Let me think. Actresses. I'd have to look. I have to refresh my mind on that. Oh, why am I forgetting her name? From Freedom Writers.
Oh, Hilary Swank.
Yeah, Hilary Swank would probably be up there. But that's something I'd really have to look at. And I know this is going to sound controversial, but maybe a little bit of Jennifer Lawrence. I know that's going to probably trigger some people, but I think Jennifer Lawrence is a good actress.
I would say Sandra's my favorite, actually.
Sandra's your favorite actress?
Yeah, my favorite actress. And
Sandra would be up there, but
Michelle Pfeiffer would be up there too.
Oh yeah,
Sigourney Weaver.
Mm-hmm. I'll see Thor: Love and Thunder, but I don't like it when he's too goofy. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hearing good things about the movie, but we'll see. I know my brother's already got tickets for Thor 4.
There you go.
I'm
See, you said Jennifer. I thought you were going to say Jennifer. No, not J-Lo. Not J-Lo. Not J-Lo. Don't worry. I like Hustlers, but that's it. Uh-oh. Lucy wanted to see the movie.
Yeah, she's plopped down now. She's a big Keanu fan.
I can tell.
Or a Dennis Hopper fan.
Or Sandra fan.
Yeah.
But now he's cornered. I like this.
What do you want?
How old is Lucy?
Probably less than a year old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we got her back in October, and then she was a kitten. So I want to say she was probably born in August or September of last year.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
The
one of my
look
brother's
on his
cats.
face, by the way.
Look at his face.
He feels destroyed.
Oh, fucking ad.
No.
What is this? It's a
Oh, damn it,
castle.
another ad. But now that
It's a
you brought
movie.
that up, let me look at this real quick.
It's a movie. I don't know what this is. It's some kind of like a.
I'm looking at like some sort of insurance thing called Credible. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at a commercial for like this movie. I have no idea, but it's like the princess.
Oh,
Hulu.
yeah, I know what that is. So, you know the girl from White House Down, Joey King?
Yeah.
She's doing like a John Wick style action movie set in medieval ages where she's a princess.
Huh. Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's not like that, she's a Mary Sue or whatever. Hopefully
Yeah, I heard a little Joan Jett as part of the preview, and I'm like, okay, that's a little odd.
I forgot to mention Uma Thurman would be up with one of my favorite actresses.
Yeah, she's a good actress.
I like her.
And I know there's been some talks of Kill Bill 3, which I haven't seen any of the Kill Bill movies.
I would recommend them. I'm a huge Tarantino fan. I just haven't seen Death Proof. That's the only movie I haven't seen from him. I think you'll like Kill Bill. It's definitely one of the better Tarantino movies. And hopefully we see that cut where it's all together as one movie. The whole bloody affair.
Yeah, I
don't know about you, but I'm almost done with ads, by the way.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm getting there, but maybe another 10 seconds.
And it says I'm at an hour 35, 44 seconds.
All right, whoever gets there first, I guess we'll pause and I'll catch up. Or
yeah, I'm already here first, so I'm at hour 35.
I paused for you. About there. Come on, ad. I don't want any harmony. All right, I'm at
harmony ads.
135:45. Yeah.
All right, I'll play now. Ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so that's good. So you're only 1 second ahead.
Okay.
All right. I'm really getting sick and tired of Sweet Old Child Mine. I'm tired of, honestly, this is just a general movie pet peeve. I'm tired, as much as I love classic music, them putting like classic rock in every trailer.
Yeah.
It's getting, like, I get it, trying to be nostalgic, but I don't know. It's like, come on, guys.
Like Spirit in the Sky. It's a great song, but how many times can we hear it?
Exactly.
But this whole third act of this movie is just really, because it's like, okay,
where are you gonna go from here?
Yeah, because it's over now with the bus. Now we're on foot.
Mm-hmm. And it makes sense that it's called Speed, because even when the bus is stopped, the movie's still going.
Yeah, like, I love that. It's a good change of pace. I mean, it only gets more suspenseful here.
And if you think about it, it still ends with a vehicle because they fight on top of a train. I know we're not there yet, but yeah. I would say I would prefer if they used just Deftones on that Thor trailer instead of to be that big. I from what I've heard of Deftones, are pretty good. I'm not an expert on them, but yeah, they could have done that.
Yeah.
Pop quizzes. And just like in the beginning, someone strapped with dynamite, but it isn't Dennis Hopper.
Poor Sandra.
Yep.
I guess I had some trivia up, and I guess as we're winding down here, I'll kind of go through some trivia bits.
Yeah, go ahead.
See,
because we only got like literally, I think, less than 20 minutes, if you really think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, Sandra Bullock actually learned how to drive a bus for the movie. Passing her test on her first attempt.
That's cool. So she has like a bus license and everything?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, if she's talking about retirement, that's something that, if she wants to drive a bus.
She could own like a little bus company.
Yeah.
She should call it Andy's Bullock Buses.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be great. The film literally ran out of money before it was completed. When the film was first previewed for an audience, the subway scenes were animated storyboards.
So wait a minute. This was literally just like an improvised scene?
It could be. And it says the audience loved them so much, the studio came up with the funds to shoot the scenes properly.
That's insane. So they used every single dime for this. They ran out of $30 million. So the bus stuff must have taken a lot of the money.
Yeah.
That's probably why they ran out of money. Wow.
Keanu Reeves did approximately 90% of his own stunts.
So, like, whenever he was under the bus and everything, that was all him?
Yeah.
That makes me like Keanu even more. You know that the man's real, that he does all his own shit.
Yeah, the man's legit.
Yeah. He said, wah, wah. That's funny, Bobby. And also, wow, an action movie with no product placements. Great. Yeah, I know. I'm tired of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it me? I know it's going to sound minor, but I've always loved it when action movies have like those MP5s.
Yeah, I noticed that gun too, and I'm like, is that an MP5?
Yeah, it's like a smaller MP5. I like those ones where it has like the little handle and everything. You see them, and I think Under Siege.
Yeah, I'm like every villain back then in the 80s or 80s 90s action movie had
an
that
MP5.
weapon. Yeah,
Die Hard was the king of MP5s.
All right, so Rennie
back in
Harlan.
the 90s when I was about to say even the subways were colorful.
Hey DJ.
Sup DJ, how you doing? We're just winding down in our speed commentary, but we're glad you joined.
Yeah, Rennie Harlan and Tarantino were offered the chance to direct.
I think Rennie Harlan. Oh, I accidentally paused. Hold on. I'm at a minute 40.
I'm at 1:40:49.
Okay, I'm at 1:40:47.
All right, you're about 5 seconds behind.
That's not too bad. Okay, that I'm gonna have to go with Die Hard, Johnny. I'm sorry. Die Hard's just.
Oh, that's
because if Speed was in the top 20, Die Hard would probably be in the top 5 or 3.
Yeah, Die Hard is like a top 10. Yeah. Die Hard, you could say, was more impactful.
Die Hard, if anything, I know we were talking about, Speed and Die Hard, how they're not really that similar, but they're kind of similar.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, Die Hard, look, Speed has a lot of stakes, but Die Hard has more. I think the characters are a little bit more likable, even though I like everyone in Speed for the most part. Also, it's Die Hard.
Yeah.
It's more quotable. He said it's not because you're a woman. Wham!
Where? I gotta go.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat. I think that was a rumor, DJ.
She'd probably yell at everyone behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's what she does.
Because there's no way.
Ellen would not work.
No chemistry. I can't see the chemistry working as well.
No, she would have it just, and I bet behind the scenes they would not get along.
No, I mean, I think I've heard that before, and I think that's a rumor.
Yeah.
All right, so the director cast Keanu after seeing him in Point Break. He felt the actor was vulnerable on screen. He's not threatening to men because he's not that bulky, and he looks great to women.
Yeah, exactly. He's a skinny cop. He's not like Arnold or Stallone. He's like how the way I see him, Keanu, is like how Bruce Willis worked so well in Die Hard.
Mm-hmm.
John McClane's not this bulky, badass. He's just an average cop. Keanu is an average SWAT member.
Yeah, back when he had characters that were your everyman.
Pretty
much.
We didn't have Mary Sue's or Mary Joe's that were just gifted abilities. They had to think on their feet, and he could think on his feet.
That's a good point.
So, and yeah, he's vulnerable. You know,
Dennis Hopper is going insane now.
Yeah, now he's going full Hopper mode. He's about to go up there and fight him on top of the train. So wait, Keanu did 90% of his stunts. Does that mean that he was on top of this this train? Well, actually, were they even using a train for this part? I wonder, like when they're on the top.
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I'd like to know how they did this stuff here on top of the train.
They could have easily improvised this.
Yeah. So Keanu initially turned down this movie. They found that the original script was too much like Die Hard, and he signed on after the director brought in Joss Whedon to rewrite the script.
For this?
Yeah. Yeah,
Joss Whedon rewrote.
He wrote the script uncredited. The credited writer. No, I think he wrote most of the dialogue.
Wow, so Joss Whedon wrote something good outside of Avengers 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the decapitation's coming up.
Yeah, this is a good part.
This is a good way to kill a villain.
Yeah.
Again, also villain demises are not what they use.
Oh.
Oh.
That's a great comeuppance.
Snap. And he's gone. So the elevator scenes were longer if it was like Die Hard.
Hey, going back to what DJ was talking about there,
mm-hmm.
It was rumored to have originally written with the intention that Jeff Bridges would play Jack and Ellen DeGeneres would play Annie.
Jeff Bridges would not.
No, I can't see him in this.
No, I love Jeff Bridges, but come on, man, no.
Yeah. He's a great actor, but I can't see him doing this type.
No, he would dude it out, and he would act so casual during it out. He'd be like, well, hey, man, it's no big deal. The bus is just going off.
Yeah.
He would
take the bus, Annie.
Big Lebowski robes and everything. John Goodman would be like the Dennis Hopper type, and he'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. He would have John Goodman as the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, just looking at.
Well, John Goodman's actually been a pretty good villain before.
I mean, what films?
I think Kong Skull Island, he was a good villain. John Goodman.
I forgot he was in that.
Yeah. So the elevator, if it was like Die Hard,
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. And also, wow, villain who's not again. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Also, if you have a villain who's super sympathetic, their demise would not be as satisfying. You feel bad. And I don't want to feel bad when I'm watching a villain get his comeuppance. You know what I mean?
That's why nowadays I would just rather have a straightforward villain, not a villain that I want to, get the violin and start playing for. I mean,
exactly. He's going off some deep monologue about Shakespeare and crap and how his parents were never there for him. No, just have a dick who wants money and he's willing to do whatever it takes to get it and beat up the hero.
Yeah, just take a page from back in the day, like movies like Die Hard. Alan Rickman, the way he played Hans Gruber,
or even side villains like Bennett from Commando, who just literally took the job to see John dead.
Yeah. Vernon Wells, great actor.
Mm-hmm.
And, Bolo Young in Bloodsport.
There you go. Even Powers Booth from Sudden Death.
Yeah, another great actor. And Tombstone.
R.I.P. Powers Booth. Thoughts on the original idea for Die Hard where they wanted Frank Sinatra? No.
That would not work.
No, that would not work. No. Nothing against Mr. Sinatra, but nah.
Even and then you feel bad.
This is the end for Jack and Annie.
Yeah.
So are you at 147.55?
I'm at 148.02.
Okay, so I'm only a few seconds behind. It's not too bad.
And I don't think there's going to be any more ads. I'll be surprised.
Nope. I think we're pretty much done with ads.
Yeah.
if there's an ad like right before the train crash going up, I would be pissed.
Yeah, I'm good on more. I'm good on the ads. No more Domino's, no eHarmony.
No more Swiffer and Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, or the Princess, whatever that was.
Exactly. What if Richard Gere was John McClane? Wouldn't work.
Good actor, but I don't buy it. I just can't see anybody else in that role.
You know, I know that this train scene probably wasn't as planned, but you got to be honest, the stunt for this is pretty great.
Yeah, well, it's well shot. I don't know how they were able to make this happen, but I mean, bam, it's a pillar right there and breaks in half.
Do you think that was like maybe there's some shots of it that were like a miniature that they supersized a little bit, or no?
That it probably, yeah, that could be the case. There's probably some miniature work here.
And now we're going up.
It's a great
Because I know
shot.
around that time it wasn't like that hard to do. Because in the third act for True Lies, they used miniatures during that chase.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
And again, this is all
Practical.
tangible. This is a real train, tangible sets, tangible train.
Yeah, the feeling of the crash when you see the sparks come out, the squibs get hit on people, the crashes of the car. It's all tangibility.
Is that the Chinese theater too that they landed in front of?
I think so. Yeah, I just saw like the 2001 little headline there. Favorite Muppet. I never grew up with the Muppets.
For now, I will say Muppet Treasure Island. See, that's the way to end a movie with Sandra Bullock on top of you. I mean, you can't get better than that.
That's how to end any day.
Yeah.
Making out in a crash train. Nice. Let me get some light in here real quick. Hold on.
Not a problem.
Yeah. There we go. Ah, okay. That's better. I'm at a minute 50, 30. Just want to make sure we're almost at the same end.
Oh, 150, 40.
154. It's okay. We're almost there.
Yeah. But I mean, I look at Sandra Bullock. I mean, great actress that nowadays you just don't have an actress like that that's a good natured. But I mean,
no, just has like a sweetheart and just
sweetheart, yeah.
And you know, is vulnerable, but can still hold their own in a tough situation in a movie.
And that's it. That's all she
wrote.
And
I love how everyone's swarming them. Like, what the fuck is going on? Why is there a train right in the middle of the street?
Yeah, they're watching Keanu and Sandra make out this turned over train in the street.
Yeah. Okay, so a minute 51 and the credits are rolling.
Yeah, we got credits too. But you know, what a great movie. Great way.
Fun as fuck film. I'm gonna re-rate it on Letterboxd since I watched it again.
Yeah.
And log it. What a fun movie, man.
Yeah,
and
what
again,
a blast.
Like I was saying before, it feels like we were just watching like 30 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was great to watch again. It's been a couple of years since I've watched this, but it's a 90s classic. It's an action classic. It's a great Keanu movie. I mean, great cast too. Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock, Dennis Hopper.
And it shows that you don't need to have a high body count. It shows that you don't need to have all the CGI, and you have a great action movie. You know,
exactly. Great thrills, straightforward plot. That's not, overcomplicated.
There's not like so many twists left and right. I just turned off the tab.
Yeah, same here. I was getting ready to play Independence Day.
Yeah, and I'm going to be saving that for the day before the 4th of July because my brother's birthday is on the 4th of July.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so, I still love that movie despite Will Smith, though.
Yeah, it's a great one. But all in all, I mean, this was great.
5 out of 5 from me.
Yeah, I would say the same thing, too. For me, it's one of my favorites of the 90s.
Yeah, it's one of the best of the 90s, hands down. And shake hands with, go to the gym with, go to Texas Roadhouse with. I've never heard of Goji Fan.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Fabio, Rambo Raff. I'd go to a Texas Roadhouse with. I'd go to the I'd shake hands with Goji Fan. Go to the gym with Fabio, I guess. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Or go to Texas Roadhouse with Rambo Raff. I don't know if they'd want to do that even, but I guess.
We'll all go to the Roadhouse.
Yeah, I'll go to the Roadhouse.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
But
1 second, real quick. Sorry, that was just my brother.
No problem. Yeah, but we can wrap it up here. I mean, but yeah, this was a lot of fun, and we'll definitely have to do this again. And we'll pick a maybe for the people that go back and watch later this stream. You know, maybe if there's a film on TV, you guys can let us know that we could do a commentary on.
Yeah, maybe we'll do another commentary within a few weeks. I know that this one was quite a journey to get through because Predator was off Tubi, and then the storm and everything, and then stuff on my end wasn't working out. But I'm glad we did this. This was a lot of fun. Common Rider, Johnny Jerry, DJ John Lee, Bobby, of course. Thank you very much. We'll see you for next commentary, or maybe whenever the next hangout will be. Do you know when that's going to be?
I will try to do. See, next Saturday I know is the 2nd.
Yeah.
If not next Saturday, then maybe like the Saturday after.
Okay, that's cool. But again, either way, we'll hopefully do a commentary some other time, maybe in like a few weeks or so.
Yeah.
But this was fun. I'm glad we did this. I'm glad we watched Speed. First time being on your channel for a commentary. Thank you for having me, John.
No problem, man. Yeah, I had fun doing this with you, and hope everybody out there had fun watching.
And I know I keep saying this, but guys, expect videos from me soon, okay? Maybe not this month or the next, but soon.
And you guys out there have a good one. And pop quiz hot shot.
Pop quiz hot shot? Is Ezra Miller worth keeping in DC?
Yeah. Fire that psychopath.
Have a good one, guys. Peace.
Peace.